Right, we're back, guys. The stream's back. I'm loving this.
That is classic.
Would you look at that? Rise of the Vincel. Yeah, it's unreal, isn't it?
He's a dangerous man. He'll choke you out without you saying a word.
Smoothie is the Rat King.
All but a joke. 'Twas harmless banter.
Are you kidding me?
What you made of my man?
Oh! Yay! Now the game's starting up. Now the game begins.
Here we go. Going in the pistol round.
I'm going 2-1 Cloud9. I think Fury gets a map.
What's up, guys?
2 flashes, man.
Oh,
Wagwan.
Hello?
Hello?
DK's
Oh,
in it.
DK in his house, right? I will add you officially to the...
You don't have to.
No,
I'm putting these ships back. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no worries.
No, putting his Funyuns back.
Yeah, he's gone because the journalist has turned up because fl0m was talking about gambling earlier, so there you go. He's fucked up.
Oh shit, this one's an active journalist. Gotta go!
I just need to correct some stuff over at Mythic. I'll be right back.
Well, 2k entry for the CT. 2v4.
Ooh.
God. Oof.
Ooh.
Yeah, to have any chance, I think Rush needed to be alive there. This is gonna be fucking grim.
It is automatic though, man. Fucking.
He's not getting. Oh, is Art gonna give him a 1v1? He is, and he's peeled his door, man.
Yeah, with the silent killing, like.
Yeah, bang.
What are the maps? I didn't look.
They weren't updated, but I'll check now. It is Mirage, and then Inferno, and then last map Cash.
Okay.
Is my name the only one non-capitalized in the chat, man? Come on, fix the guest list.
Come on,
Disgusting mods.
Fucking sick. But yeah, I had to get my financials in order. I had to review the books. You know, I was getting a little worried there, like Richard.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine, mate. Can imagine. Fucking hell.
Gotta move some money.
Yeah. It's alright, DK. Yeah, you can totally look at my my accounts. It's all above board.
Oh, it looks like you emptied all of them yesterday. What happened? I don't know.
Well, I saw your skin's gone, fl0m. Just secondary account.
Just moving them around, you know? Just spreading the wealth.
I gave them all away on stream yesterday.
You know, I didn't want to know the number, but actually, when I was doing the wild shit, I actually did give everything away. That shit was fucking wild. I didn't want to know. Now, then towards the end, you know, I started keeping some for myself, but holy fuck. Can't even imagine the number.
Kids were going wild for them fucking skins, homie.
Right, there we go. Little tech pause. Looks like we're back.
I didn't see the pistol. What did C9 do?
Tried to go out on A, lost 2 people in the first, like, running out. Then it slowed down a bit, yeah. Rush was on site in his own, got peeled. Left automatic around A ramp and he died too.
I'm still rocking the Furia flag a little bit. I mean, I want C9 to win, but I want them to kind of show everybody what they, like. I mean, you heard Davey when he was in here.
Yeah.
I don't know, the NAC knows what Fury's got under the hood. They just gotta show it a little bit.
Maybe that'll make C9 play more scared, and that'll make Furia better.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I think this is actually a really good matchup for Furia because, you know, it's like, even though one is obviously Brazilian, they play each other all the time. Probably for practice and shit like that.
Oh. There it goes. Clean round. I just went with a P250, mate. Big balls in on the eco. Get the up.
Someone's uploaded a clip of the Everybody Hurts while fucking I've got the picture of Crims on the thing. But the funny part is the picture of Crims didn't fill the full screen, so it has just got the rat human hybrid Smooya like just leaning in like
What the fuck?
Yeah, I gotta
Oh,
write.
Max, look, the two people. Oh, I thought you were gonna go for the knife.
That's ridiculous. Like.
They got a sight, but there's a
Did they know he's in
creepy little
Palace, though?
Yuri in Palace.
They know there's one
I don't
more.
think so.
I don't think they know his
it's
palace.
Nah. Oh, this could be bad. Yeah, there it goes. There.
Then
it
he
goes.
just killed him from jungle with a fucking MP5. What the fuck?
Slapped up.
Skang. What's Pike arguing about with you now? Like?
Because it's not an exclamation point at the end of the guest list. Don't know why I would be screaming the guess at anyone.
That's a point, isn't it? Yeah, Sam, what are the guests? fl0m!
Yeah, exactly. From DK and Sam! Sound. long
God,
as you
dude, I was
shout
talking
it at
about
me.
fried chicken in my chat, and you just made me shit myself.
fl0m! Get down!
I thought DK found the fucking
Yeah, he's found
finances.
it. Yeah,
Holy shit.
He's found,
I'm working on it right now.
Oh, God.
he's found the trail of knives, dude.
Jesus Christ.
I can't beat Richard's investigation skills, so don't worry.
I thought I went
I'm
like 40
retired.
accounts deep. How'd he find it? All right, this is a very serious conversation. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Thoughts on KFC? I'm gonna prime you guys by telling you I think it's the lowest form of fast food fried chicken. I'm priming
In
you guys.
America, maybe. America have way more options. In the UK, that's basically our only option. But outside of, like, chicken shops, which, from my experience, only exist in, like, London or the really big cities. Like,
Yeah,
anywhere else I go,
there
there's
was
not
a
lot of
chicken joint,
shops.
I can't remember the name of it, down me in Birmingham. It was fucking banging, mind. It was really good, like.
Although I will say KFC in America is dog shit, but like from my experience around the world, that is the worst KFC I've experienced in America. They I don't know, but I think it's because they put fucking creepy chemicals in there. There's always too much batter. Like if you
What,
bite into a chicken
trying
strip
to
from
turn you
KFC
gay,
in
is that
America,
what you're
but
saying, Sam?
it's fucking horrible. The UK KFC is banging. Polish KFC, I keep getting told is huge.
Yeah, I mean I know in
This is-
China KFC's fucking like
Right.
the #1. It's just
So I ain't
huge.
tried it yet, but there's there's a place called Blue Ribbon Fried Chicken in Vegas, right?
I haven't had it either.
Yeah, and like someone was telling me the other day, I can't remember who the fuck it was. Oh, it might have been my Uber driver. It's weird, right? Every time I go over to my personal trainer, I've been picked up by the same Uber driver coming
You
back
get
3 times.
KFC.
That's actually really weird because I think they try to make it so you avoid getting the same driver all the
Yeah,
time.
he's brought me back 3 times. He's a 63-year-old ex-Chicago dude, and we were talking about fried chicken, and he told me I got to try this Blue Ribbon shit. He says like, and I believe me, I defer to this guy's wisdom, you know. 63-year-old, he's lived
Yeah,
in
you must have had a
Chicago,
lot
got
of
some
chicken,
family
like.
from the
Bro.
south. Yeah, he's tasted it all, you know, compared to me, like.
Atlanta fried chicken was fucking banging, but
No,
when
it was.
we were out there,
Mate, the
that
south,
was
the
outrageous.
south is great.
I mean, yeah, you're in the South. Yeah.
Bite into it, it's just butter surrounded with chicken, but
Everything's so moist.
creamy.
You ever had Canes, Richard? Here,
What's that?
I've had Canes. I
Yeah,
didn't
here.
find it that good, but
I fucking.
I think
love
it's pretty
Cane's.
good.
Americans, mate, you need to get your palate up. American fast food is dog. The only one I like is Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A, outrageously
Chick-fil-A's
big.
fucking
In and Out weren't that good. Tried that.
In
Average as
and
fuck.
out, In and Out is overrated as fuck.
In and Out is the
In-N-Out is
pinnacle
overrated,
of
but
like
it's also-
social media
Yeah.
hype.
It is overrated, but I actually think it's the best like fast food still, like in terms of like burger drive-through, like an actual drive-through, not Like when people say like,
whatever
oh,
happened to Steak and Shake? Now
They
that was
still got them.
yeah, that was a fucking place you could go.
It's huge in the Midwest. That's where Steak and Shake like thrives. We just got one over by me.
Yeah, now Steak and Shake is a fucking place. Like I'm all right with that.
Shake Shack.
Yeah, I don't know if
tried
I've been.
Shake Shack.
Yeah, I've only been with Shake Shack. Five
Oh,
Guys
bro,
is
so
Five Guys is all right. I still think it's a little bit overrated, but In-N-Out is
Yeah, that's
massively
close to
overrated.
In-N-Out, basically.
Yeah,
In-N-Out-
In-N-Out is
Five
massive.
Guys is just cheaper In-N-Out, but with
Mate,
weird sauce on it.
You get told by people like, especially in
No, it's the other way
esports,
around,
like-
Sam.
Yeah,
Five Guys
In-N-Out's
is
the
way
one
more
with the
expensive
sauce.
than In-N-Out.
Is it? No.
Yeah,
Not in
yeah.
the UK. In the UK, I pay like £10 for Five Guys. In In-N-Out, I think it was like $20 or like $8.
What the fuck did you buy at In-N-Out? It's like $5.
To be fair, he does buy like
What
the
the
all you
fuck
can eat
did you
buffet.
buy? Like the burgers like are like twice as expensive.
I
at
just
Five
pulled my
Guys.
headset out, of course, like I do every day.
Yeah.
No,
My
it's
fucking
fucking
life. But yeah, fucking In-N-Out, essentially.
No.
Yeah,
Five
all right.
Guys
Well,
is-
hang on.
is
This
much
is a
more
good
expensive.
question because I don't think I've ever tried it. What about Whataburger?
Yeah, only people in Texas like
Never
Whataburger.
tried that.
Okay, no, Whataburger is like $5.
Yeah, but motherfuckers in Texas know what they're talking about when it comes to food.
Anytime, listen, anytime somebody mentions Whataburger, just say, "Are you from Texas?" Like, just ask them. The answer is yes.
Whataburger
It is a
Texas.
good burger, but it is the only time I ever hear about Whataburger is just from somebody that's from fucking Texas.
In-N-Out's big play was keeping it limited. That's basically why they're so popular, because everyone's like, oh, it's special. I'm on the West Coast. I better have In-N-Out. Oh, an average burger, but I must post it on Twitter. Look, I am on the West Coast.
I know those.
Well, I compare like In-N-Out to like McDonald's and Wendy's, and to me,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
rather
Like,
have In-
dude, I think
I like
I've had Wendy's that was fucking better than In-N-Out.
yeah.
Yeah. Nothing like the square burger, mate. Tastes better. Cut the fucking edges off. Like. So when you have a sandwich with no crusts, you know, that's the real shit.
Speaking of dog shit burgers, but White Castle, who have been to fucking...
Oh yeah, I did a
White
White Castle.
fucking
Man.
gross.
Yeah,
like,
fucking real bad, aren't
don't they like steam their burgers or something? They cook them in a
No,
weird
I
way.
said steamed hams. Yeah, they do. Yeah. I don't know, man.
I don't know. The only thing I just don't like when In-N-Out's compared to like fucking Five Guys, because Five Guys, you go in there, the prices is like twice as much,
Is it
and
though?
you're sitting down and you're like, wait, it really is, Sam. I don't know how the fuck you spent $20 at In-N-Out. You bought half the menu.
No, I got the big boy burger with the sauce and the fries with the sauce. That's all I got.
I mean, to be
Oh,
fair,
there's no way
you never know what's happening in the UK with pricing, mate. So.
Do they have In-N-Out in the UK?
No.
There's
think
no
they
way
were
that was
talking about
20 bucks,
releasing
Sam.
Yeah, there's
Google
no
it.
way.
How much is the price?
I mean,
For a
100%
drink,
that was like
the big
13
boy
bucks.
fries and the big boy burger.
I'll just look it up, bro. We're looking this shit up.
I bet you was like 13, 14 bucks. And I don't
I'd
even
say
have
like
In-N-Out.
$10, bro. I wouldn't even go that far. Did you get like animal style and all that, or what?
Yeah, yeah. I got all the
Okay.
fucking all the add-ons. Four by four with animal sauce, with animal fries, and a drink. What's
Double
the price?
burger from In-N-Out is $3.45.
That ain't what I had, man. I ain't getting
French
that
fries are
small big
$1.60.
one. What's the big boy burger? I had the fucking beefiest one they got.
Probably called the Big Boy Burger, man.
Nah, like how many patties did it have?
Oh, I
That's all
don't know,
I'm wondering.
loads, like tremendous amount of meat. I
Like
can't
3 or
remember.
4.
Did you order off the secret menu?
I don't know. I remember looking that up. I can't remember if I actually ordered something off there.
This guy, dude.
It was a
Yeah,
fucking
the
large
four
burger.
by
mate. That's
four,
all I
which
know.
is their biggest, I think.
Right.
They can maybe make more, but wait, what's the Flying Dutchman? Hold on. I think the 4x4, which is 4 patties, is $5.
What?
Yeah.
I
There's no
swear
way you
I
spent
paid
$20
like
there.
$20 worth. Maybe I got both of our
This
foods
fucking
because I did go
stone
out with a
fuck
friend.
was sitting
Maybe
there
I
ordering-
bought both foods. Who knows?
Mate, by
Maybe
the
I
sounds
bought
of it, you
2
bought
meals.
fucking shares in the company, you mad cunt. Like, fucking, how much money have you spent? You know what I
Checking
mean?
it, man. I'm checking it.
Yeah.
This guy went there, had his fucking shake, Richard, and you let him
Yeah.
loose in an In-N-Out, and he just threw his wallet at the
Yeah, exactly.
burger.
Yeah, the thing is as well, he's obviously battered.
What I
even
didn't
in the
include was
store
I
and
have
fuck-
also paid one of the workers to come and wipe the grease off my chin as I
Yeah,
eat.
there
of
we go.
course.
Yeah. Yeah, Swan's chin needs another mopping. Fucking hell. Well, yeah, mate. Like you said, there's a lot of overrated fast foods in the States.
But yeah, I
for
do
sure,
think it's
man.
overhyped for sure.
Yeah.
Because like the animal style like does look. I mean, it does look like when you look at it, it's like holy fuck, this is like insane. But it's just kind of meh.
Thing is, as well, like when you live in like a place like Vegas, you don't really need to eat fast food anymore, do you? You know, it's like you got places that'll deliver like full fucking meals.
Steaks and just potatoes.
There's a place not far from me. It'll do fucking, you know, T-bone fucking steak to your house. Like, all right, don't mind if I do.
Yeah, I do love that about Vegas is like it's just overabundance in everything.
Yeah.
Like what has gone on at the Strip just like transfers out to the suburbs, and you just it's like how many delivery services do you have? All of them.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
fuck.
Well, I can order booze, food. I'm waiting for. I don't even know if they must do it. Can dispensaries deliver?
Oh yeah, that's already done, mate. That's already done. All you
I
gotta do is show them
yeah.
the ID at the door.
Works the same way as the alcohol does.
Yeah.
But not that I would know though.
Yeah, me either. Dude.
I would.
That's gonna be.
Just never really wanted to get the fucking awkward encounter of someone walking up to a door. Yes, you wait. Thank you. Goodbye. I'll just go to the shop myself. It's fine, honestly.
That's gonna be the next fucking thing, isn't it, Sam? I'm just gonna be getting fucking
Delivery weed.
Yeah, ding dong. Oh, fucking hell, it's 4 a.m.
Someone ordered 6 ounces with 40 protein shakes.
Yeah,
that's me.
yeah. We've got 500
Sam
Chiba
goes, "Did you
chews.
forget the oil?"
Yeah, 500 Chiba chews.
Where's my fucking dabs? Ring him back.
Who's a star player in Furia? Quesarito.
Yeah, if you can believe it.
Quesarito.
Yeah,
Or I'd say Art.
yeah. I thought Yuri was the best player at the minor, hands
Yeah,
down.
Yuri is-
Tremendous. So,
Yuri's very good, underrated compared to
yeah,
Quesarito, I think.
for sure.
I mean, yeah, what I just said is not lining up right now when you hold tab up.
Yeah.
Awkward timing, but I stand by what I'm saying.
This is Cloud9's pick, by the way. So that's like.
Is it really?
Yep.
Yep.
C9 picked Mirage, Furia picked Inferno, and then Cash was left over. after
Telling you, man,
C9
you guys are
train.
sleeping on Furia.
I said 2-1, man. I'm looking good.
I said 2-1 as well.
You said C9 though. So
I
don't
did.
count, man. You're done.
I'm fucking done.
Don't try and alter the fucking past.
Yeah.
DK's
The
in
one
your
time
veins,
Sam's
he's got
fucking
the
short
headlines.
term memory works. Like,
Yeah,
DK, are
Yuri's
you on
got
the Furia
100.
hype train with me and Davey?
I wasn't.
oh yeah, yeah, well, yeah.
Now I think I am.
No.
Yeah.
I
Yuri's
didn't.
got
I didn't get to
outrageous.
watch them much at the minor, and I didn't get to look at it too much. So I probably would have been.
164 ADR, man, from fucking Yuri.
He's alright.
Bang.
Abel's got 122 as well. No, Jesus. He's got 11 enemies flash. That boy is flashing one person per round. That's fucking nice.
To be fair, although Quesarito hasn't got many kills, he's only died once. I don't think he's just
Yeah, he's
just not
just
seen
chilling.
anyone.
I think he's a Deddy B player.
We
That's
go,
just
they come
kinda
and
how
beat
it
you, It's his
goes.
time to shine.
Yeah.
Oh, the B rush. Yeah, this is it. This is what the B player is just waiting out for 15 fucking rounds.
I mean, when
You're
you
like,
when you consider Body was playing there though and, as well.
Twitch just ran
yeah,
out every
yeah,
time.
Twitch, yeah, just banged him out every time.
This is like, I can go get a kill first. I'll be right back.
Great smoke time and everyone out the window. Someone should be watching that. One's got a cross. Oh no. Serato had to swing white so you could look window and you just got fucked. But it's all sound.
I feel like it's too.
Man, the Counter-Strike levels today have been really poor. Like, you want back and forth, you want Action Jackson, you want Rock'em Sock'em. Got none of that going on.
Yeah, right now Furia's just kind of got Cloud9 bent over.
Yeah. This is literally that scene in Pulp Fiction right now. And fucking the second map is just Cloud9 simultaneously Bruce Willis and Marcellus Wallace. Like, the second map is them being they're just tied in the chair watching this from the future. Looks like the spider cut itself.
Bring out the gimp.
But the gimp's sleeping. Well, I guess you better
16 and 2, 17 and 5. Fuck. Imagine being 12 rounds into a game and the most deaths you have on one of the teams is fucking 5.
Yeah, it's shocking, man.
What's the closest C9 got to a round? A 1 versus 3 after plan was the closest they've got.
It's always the eternal question, that Haber. Lock, stock, and 2 smoking barrels or snatch. You know, it used to be lock, stock, and 2 smoking barrels because I think it's put together. I think it's edited.
Yeah, more characters as well.
A lot better. But honestly, I think just in terms of the performances in Snatch, I almost say I haven't gone back and watched Lock, Stock, and 2 Smoking Barrels because I think, you know, Vinnie Jones can't act, right? And even when he's playing a hard man, and Lenny McLean was an actual legit fucking hard man. So props to him, but I wouldn't call him an actor either. Whereas you have Brad Pitt fucking going full, you know, gypsy boxer in Snatch. And obviously, what's his face, who played Bricktop? Alan...
I don't know his name.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
He's just called Bricktop to me, mate.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. That was out of nowhere, mate. But fucking Bricktop is, like, that's one of the fucking great... You know, fucking UK
You could have a
villains.
cast someone in a role that is just them.
Yeah, Alan Ford, that was it. Alan Ford, like, fucking pulled that performance out of his ass. Like, I remember when they said Alan Ford's playing a hard man, right, in this fucking movie, Snatch. I was like, you fucking what? And then obviously Bricktop's just unreal. And the fucking lines he got, the way he delivered them were just spot on. Stop me when I'm walking again, boy, and I'll cut your fucking Jacobs off. If I throw a dog a fucking bone, I don't want to know how good it fucking tastes. What a legend, like.
Turkish. Go and put the kettle on.
So probably Snatch for rewatchability. I honestly think if you're just talking purely from a filmmaking perspective, Lock, Stock is better. The shots are more interesting. The editing's more interesting.
Yeah, is Lock, Stock the one with that really long one shot? Not one shot, but no, that intro sequence where like every shot leads into another one, like where they zoom into the diamond and come out. Is the diamond Lock?
No,
Stock
that's Snatch. That's Snatch.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the title sequence for Snatch.
Yeah, yeah. So,
back when Guy Ritchie actually had some fucking clout, and then he married fucking Madonna, and it all went to fucking shit. Like, you watch Rock and Roller, it's got some good scenes. It's not a good film though. And then that was that. I mean, and if you think my comments about Vinnie Jones being a bad actor are harsh, just go watch that fucking X-Men 3 movie he's in. I'm the Juggernaut, bitch! Oh,
yeah.
God, kill me. Put me down.
He's good if you just put him in the one role that he played in Snatch and Lock, Stock. I think he's fine in that. If you just put him in gangster, fucking generic British hard man, yeah, he can do fine.
Yeah, he just about hang there, like, oh, I'm the fucking Juggernaut, you slag. Not Vinny, try it again, mate. Yeah, the line is bitch.
This is hard to watch right now, man.
Yeah, this is grim.
I mean, shit, man. I knew the Cloud9 fans were fucking overreacting with them, like, getting a 16-11 win over Greyhound, and everyone saying they were back, but I didn't realize it was this bad. Like, fuck me.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, right? Cloud9 got smacked by Tyler, and then Tyler next fucking game gets absolutely manhandled by NRG. So it's like holy fuck, the level of play, like, and difference of play is insane. And don't get me wrong, you don't always want to, you know, just like go down that train of thought of this team beat this team, and you know, so they're better than this team. It's also hard to ignore when you get absolutely fucking dismantled. And then you have your NA counterpart just dismantling that team.
Yeah, there you go. That is a good shout. People want to see a good British crime film that might have missed them. Layer Cake. That's the shit. That's a good movie.
Never seen that, but
beats the shit out of fucking rock and roll. I'll put it that way to all the Guy Ritchie fans. Got Daniel Craig in before he became Bond and blew off. In fact, I think he got the Bond job on the basis of his performance in Layer Cake. Good
what
film.
do you think of fucking Transporter, mate? Because when those series of films come out, I was still young, so that was sick for me. Just pure dog shit.
Mate, I've got a
basically,
soft
but
spot
sick
for Jason
fucking scenes.
Statham. Like I always will have. I remember when he was a dancer in that fucking Shaman video. He started out as a dancer. He's dancing in a gold thong in some song by the Shaman. It was not Love, Sex, Intelligence, but one of their other ones. Anyway,
14-1.
Jason Statham, mate, his own fucking stunt man, does all that crazy shit. And the Transporter has some good choreographed bits. The bit with the oil,
yeah, that's good scene.
The fight with the oil is fucking sick, but it's a terrible movie. But now you want to talk about good movies? Fucking Crank 1, Crank 2, man. Fucking hell.
How did I know?
I could never enjoy. Well, I never even watched it fully, but it's just the whole fucking idea to me just seemed too corny. But
that's the point. Like, it's ridiculous.
I know, but
like,
it's too much.
Richard really
for me,
throws
but
me
it's
off.
too
I feel like he's all over the place with the movies he likes and doesn't like. I feel like Crank and fucking Transporter are so similar in how corny they are, but like
no, because that's the right. Okay, the key is self-awareness. The Transporter is serious. Like, okay, it's like okay, you know when like you fucking talk to one of your mates and I don't know, they'll say something like, "Well, yeah, I could do that," like. Right? Now, obviously, the person who says, I could do that, like, and they're so fucking dumb, they think they can do the exceptional thing when you know they're just a loser. They're bellends, aren't they? They lack self-awareness.
I could do that.
Yeah, right? Yeah, exactly. But the people who go, I could do that, like, and they're joking about it and they know they're not that good, they're generally smarter people and better people to be around. That's the difference between the Transporter and Crank. Transporter is taking itself a bit serious as an action movie. Crank is like, how can we send up action movies and make this ridiculous? And it makes the film more endearing. I mean, for fuck's sake, the last scene of Crank is him hurtling to his death out of a fucking airplane, calling his girlfriend on the phone at a height the phone wouldn't work at and leaving her a message. And then he hits the floor, bounces off, and then just lives anyway because he's so jacked up, full of adrenaline. It's fucking mint. What a film.
Fuck.
That's a movie. Like,
self-awareness, man.
yeah. And it knows it's taking the piss. Ha! Check this out for Baby Doom. Hey, Richard and Sam, 30-year-old teacher from Denmark here. I love my audience. I just want to thank you for your content. I enjoyed it after a long day with fucked up kids and bird-brained parents. Thank you. Also, Richard, you being a former comedian, did I ever watch the British show Bottom? I did. I loved it as a kid.
Yeah, of course you did.
Loved Bottom as a kid. It has aged terribly, though, my friend. I don't know if I've grown out of slapstick.
I still love that kind of shit, mate. I love slapstick. I was watching No Vic and Bob. Do you remember Vic and
yeah,
Bob's
with the
Big
man
Night
on
In?
the stick.
They've
yeah.
just restarted it, but they've done a new 4-episode series like a few months ago. It's so dumb. Like I know I can't recommend it to anyone because they watch it and just go, "You're mentally ill." When I watch it on my own, mate, it's still banter.
But while it isn't my style of comedy, I mean, you've got to admire the work that like Rick Mail and Aiden Edmondson did, and obviously Rick Mail dying like younger than he should have done after that quad biking accident makes it really fucking sad. He never recovered from that. But yeah, it was a great series. But it's not like I tried rewatching it. Like when I was, I can't remember. I think it was the last time I got high. I thought, right, I'm high enough for Bottom now. Like we'll put it back on, and it didn't really make me laugh all that much. So I was just like, this has got to go off.
The thing is, I don't really laugh a lot when I'm watching slapstick. It's more just enjoyable for me. It's not like I'm sitting there creasing every time someone gets hit by a frying pan.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
That's genius.
There's still funny bits like Gas Man, Gas Man. That fucking episode is funny. Like that episode is still good. Like that's straight fire. Like where they try and poison him with the fucking tea. Like that's funny. Like, and it's funny because that isn't slapstick. They're literally just trying to kill a gas man by poisoning him with tea. Like, fucking, that's good. And yeah, Blackadder I think's aged like pretty well, all things considering. I think it's a very like middle class British kind of humor, but you know I think I can get on board with that, so I'm all right. I think Blackadder's pretty good still.
Not bad.
Sorry, you're just in time to fucking see Zelsis get fucking wrecked. No. Automatic has signed a 3-year contract with Cloud9.
Bro, it's about to be 15-1. Fuck. It's insane to me how fucking big some of these big name teams just come in looking like that. It's just, why even bother?
I know, man. And this is Cloud9's pick, right?
Yeah.
So this, I mean, so that's got to be the worst like score on your map in any major ever, surely.
Yeah.
Surely no one else, because they are going to get 16-1. So who is there anyone else who's been 16-1 or 16-0'd on their map pick at the major? Dexa GG, thank you very much for the $10.
I'm over here trying to like say some smart shit about this fucking match, and it's just like,
oh shit, you're right. MIBR did pick Dust 2 into Astralis and got 16-0'd. So there you go. So this is going to be the second worst. Thank God for MIBR, said Cloud9 fans.
Bless MIBR.
Yeah, I forgot that was their pick. You're right. You're right. I've still got the VOD for that game where Thorin is doing the commentary of a Brazilian team getting 16-0'd. I'll probably upload it when I upload these VODs.
Here we go. 16-1. Gone.
Fucking hell, well, I'm not complaining.
Well, that one was quick.
Yeah, that's what she said.
I mean, nobody even got double digits, man.
Oh my God. Roberto7E, I know you follow this stream long enough to know my feelings about Forrest Gump. It is a garbage movie. It is not the greatest movie.
How can you hate Forrest Gump, man?
Mate, not only do I hate the movie
great,
Forrest Gump, I hate Forrest Gump, the man. So there you go. Like, I'm on
What if that was
it.
a true story, but would you enjoy that? If Forrest Gump was a real guy who'd actually done all that shit, still would be good.
No. He didn't do any of it intentionally.
Yeah, obviously.
What the
who cares?
What the movie says, its central conceit is that it's okay to be an idiot and you can still be awesome. Like, wrong. 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 Basically, if Donald Trump made a propaganda movie about himself, it would look like Forrest Gump. So how the fuck can anyone like that shit? You idiots.
Oh, man.
Oh, there you go. See?
Take him.
Mate, someone already did it. Forrest Trump. Beat me to it. Like, fuck. Not bad, though.
There we go. Fire me. Just put the picture into it.
We got beautiful chocolates. The best chocolates.
Halfway in.
American life is like a box of chocolates. And
Not
you
wrong.
know, with the best chocolates, you never know what you're going to get. Except Hillary in jail. Wrong.
Okay. You're setting yourself
Forrest
up
Trump,
for this
mate.
shit.
Forrest Trump.
Can we just admire the fact that Cloud9 already has got 1 round?
Yeah,
so we're
there
off
you
to a
go.
good start.
This is it.
Operation Freedom's back. Sam, did we ever get the soundboard of the screeching bald eagle?
Nah, never. I thought you were just gonna do it live.
Fuck, I thought you were doing it live.
Mate, that'd be good for 4,000
I don't know how you
subs.
distinguish between birds, mate. What's, you know what I mean? I know a hawk's
A
screeches, but
Donald
many do.
Trump cosplay, mate, for 4,000
That's mental,
subs.
mate. How soon do you want to end your career? Even earlier, mate. We're talking about taking shit out of context. You show up with an orange face and a wig, screaming China, mate. That ain't lasting long.
Wrong.
Wrong.
Mate, I could be down for
Wrong.
it. That is straight
Somebody's
bad.
just having a conversation. Richard walks up, butts in, leans in really
Yeah.
close. Wrong.
Yeah, we should just do it. We should just have me dressed up as Donald Trump walking around Vegas on the strip.
Again, you can do that on your own with a GoPro on your head. mate. I'll
Just
say I'm
leading
upset
into
about the
people's
house.
conversations. If someone says something, just leaning in wrong. Have you seen those preachers on the strip that tell you all sinners are going to hell? Eric, have you seen those guys?
I mean,
Yeah,
but is it,
that's what we
that's
wrote.
like that happens actually in a lot of places in the U.S.
Yeah, you could just be talking to them. Wrong.
That was like at Ohio State, we had tons of those. Like they just be
Yeah,
walking
but
around
it makes
campus.
sense in Ohio. Like, what are you trying to do in Vegas? Who the fuck are you gonna save? Like, it's like,
Whoa,
yeah.
what are you trying to say, man? What?
yeah, no, because
Vegas is full of sin. I know. That's why.
yeah,
I'm here.
that's why I'm here. I'm a fucking tourist. Like, you're on the strip, you know. You're not saving me, mate. I paid to get here.
Think I'm gonna lose $2,000 over Jesus next week, mate. Next week.
We're about to have 3 rounds in a row. One of them being a gun round. This is huge. Cloud9 is. fucking
I think you mean huge. I believe it's
This is gonna be
huge.
big league. Big league.
I like it. Well played.
What do you
well
guys
played.
do if that button doesn't work to watch in the client?
Well, it doesn't work.
Yeah, just
Press C to activate it. See if that works. Should say cast a camera then in the chat when you turn it on.
no, like I can't even connect to the match now where I did before.
Have you
where
just
it has-
refresh it?
Oh, right. Yeah,
Did you
refresh
refresh
the
it?
match page.
Refresh the match page and then try reconnecting that way. Should work.
Thanks, guys. That worked.
Yeah.
Yes.
It doesn't automatically update for whatever fucking reason. But what you gonna do when the power of 1,000,000 Hulkamaniacs come for you?
Brother!
But what you gonna do, brother?
Get that ready. Just get C9 win, man.
Yeah, I might have it ready. Cue it up, like.
There you go, C9. Looking good, looking good.
All you need to know about Macho Man Randy Savage was he was so much of an animal he had to fucking die twice, right? Because he had a heart attack while he was driving, crashed his car into a fucking tree at high speed. Like, it's like the heart attack just wasn't enough, like, to finish him off, you know? Fucking ooh, no.
And then he got Ric Flair, but all his organs shut down. Wakes up the next morning. Woo! Sound he's back.
That was
He's
mental.
back.
That
I know,
was
but
mental. No, but
I
like,
looked into it. I read that literally, but I think he had like 60% organ failure or something mental, but everything just shut it down. And then next day, wipes it off, mate. Straight back on the ground.
get on Discord if you can, Vince. If not, don't worry. Just spam the chat
it's
with
Vincent.
your rat emote, which is
hit him with the spam, boys.
Hit him. Show Vince the copy pasta we came up with.
Spam this rat because Vince loves
Twitch chat. I believe it was, wasn't it?
There it is.
There it is.
But yeah, that was mad, wasn't it? Because I remember reading it where it was like, Ric Flair has organ failure. And I was like, well, it was a good run, Rick. And then he just woke up the next day. I
survived the fucking plane crash, but
yeah.
Ric Flair took a plane crash on the chin, but
just shuffling out the hospital. Woo! Blading himself.
Slapping all the doctors. Bang!
There you go. Vince is confused. Oh god! We didn't come up with that, Vince.
Yeah, we didn't actually invent it.
We didn't invent that. People started spamming it for no reason. Like, it's been one of those streams, brother.
How did Furia fucking lose this round, dude? Yuri had an insane entry. Did you guys actually manage to catch that in the middle of that? Well, you guys are fucking with Vince.
It's looking at the rock.
Yeah, I don't know how they lost the round.
Yuri literally just ran up solo, double entry, hit a 180 on the other guy, and fucking killed him. And to the bomb site, they never get in, and they just get fucking slaughtered.
Was Ric Flair also hit by lightning? That's got to be a lie. Like,
fuck off, but
there's no way.
He was a normal man. He got it by fucking.
I think he also turned water to wine, bro. It's crazy.
There's no way
Ric
that's
Flair,
true.
Lightning. Hang on, it wasn't all. I mean, it's true, mate. It's true.
No, it's not.
It is true, but ESPN, WWE, Ric Flair.
Is it based on his account, or did someone actually witness it?
Well, I don't think anyone else was there. Like, let's see if he went to hospital.
Well, it was just,
I got off the plane and was walking.
Just him in the lightning, was it?
And all of a sudden, I felt this pressure boom, and my umbrella shot 50 feet in the air.
He's full of shit. Like,
yeah.
I'll tell you this about Ric Flair. He was on all sorts. Like, he was on all sorts. And I don't mean licorice.
What? This can't be true, but
what's he said?
He says, right, the lightning hit the top of his umbrella, bounced off and hit the guy in the eye 5 feet behind me and killed him immediately. Killed him.
I'm done.
Right there, I stood there looking at the guy and froze. It scared me to death. People were running out the door to get away. And then he was jokingly asked by the interviewer, how are you still alive? He said, I don't know. I've always wondered what kind of lawsuit that was because it was a really big deal. Hence, probably the steel tips coming off the umbrella at that point.
Yeah, he's full of shit. Like, he's full of shit.
Well, mate, according to this, he straight killed a man with an umbrella, but because
that's probably what happened, though.
If it's true, then we should know about it. How isn't this written down anyway?
See, that's what I'm saying. That's why I asked, did anyone witness
like, who's the guy who died? Who died? But I gotta know who took Ric Flair's. Mate, if it is, Ric Flair's running the simulation.
Lightning, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Ric Flair was beaking out again, like swinging an umbrella around, killed a man, blamed lightning, got away with it. That's what actually happened.
That's what I'm gonna do, bro. I don't know what happened. I fucking got struck by lightning, and I just fucking threw this thing right in his head.
It's written in loads of places, mine. Fox, ESPN. I don't know. Like, I can't tell if this is real anymore.
You're fake news. That's all I've got to say about Ric Flair.
Wrong.
Yeah, wrong. Because you'd be in jail, Ric Flair, for killing that man with an umbrella.
Yeah, nobody's ever gotten away with murder.
That's fucking wild.
It's going to be a 16-1 the other way now.
I hope so.
If it is, it should be wild. Honestly, it'd be kind of nice. We get to the third map, just fucking get right to the action, you know? Just, this is all the fluff. Skip past all this bullshit.
What now, like?
I'm just reading this mental shit about Ric Flair, but apparently that is true. Like, apparently it's written in news.
He's gone. It's written in the news.
Ric Flair just...
Sam's digging too deep.
Yeah, Sam's got, man. They've got him, like.
This is like when fucking Richard was talking about China, and all of a sudden this fucking internet went down.
You know,
and he got a notification for a package.
Yeah.
You know what a powerful lobby is, like. And apparently he brrr. And he just goes like, brrr. All right, well, Sam can keep us updated on Ric Flair when he gets back. Like.
I'm excited, honestly.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is
looking
great.
forward to it. Like,
So you rent right now, right, Richard? Are you looking to stay in Vegas?
oh yeah, for sure. Once my green card clears, I'll be the bank will give me a pretty decent sized mortgage, and then we'll just buy a fucking pad out here and live the dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the plan. I'm getting tired of moving around. It's time to put down some fucking roots somewhere.
What a place. Yeah, I was thinking about doing the same thing, grabbing a house here possibly. It was just like, I was just curious, since you're renting, if you planned on checking somewhere else out in the US or if this is where you wanted to stay.
Oh, no, Vegas 100%, dude. It'll have my football team out here as well pretty soon, so it makes sense.
Yeah, you a big Raiders fan?
Yeah, I've been since, like, whenever fucking Montana was throwing for the 49ers. Because all the kids in the UK were all wearing fucking... You had, like, either Merino shirts or Montana shirts, and I hated all the fucking, 49ers were the shit back then. So I was like, who the fuck are the, rivals of the 49ers? So I picked Raiders when I was a kid.
No, you wanted to be the oddball.
Yeah, exactly right. And then obviously, like 2 years later, we got Jerry Rice. So, only time I ever been starstruck, I met Jerry Rice in Vegas.
That'd fucking do it.
Yeah. Was just babbling shit to him. I think I at one point said, yeah, you were pretty good at football. You know what
You
I
ever
mean?
consider playing professionally? That's what you should have hit him with.
Yeah. He followed me on Twitter after.
Dang, look at you.
Yeah.
Strutting your stuff, dude. That's a nice flex. That's not even a weird one. That's fucking nice.
Oh, I was fucking chuffed about that, like, no doubt. Mind you, he might have seen my Twitter feed by now and unfollowed me. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what I've got to say that Jerry Rice would be interested in. He's probably wondering why his fucking feed has pictures of scorpions in it and stuff. Like, fucking.
Why is
Yeah.
Warwick Davis on my fucking timeline?
Yeah, he's talking to his like fucking assistant, like fucking. Just who is Goatsy? Was he a football player or? You play for Oakland too?
You know if Marshawn is his contract up?
I think it is now. Sure.
I'm sure you saw that picture of him trying to light the blunt with the Al Davis flame.
Now we've gone back.
What happened there then?
It's internet there, of course.
I think
Right.
Sam figured out the ending is actually what
I
happened.
think Ric Flair shut me down.
Yeah, I know, I was gonna say
That's what I
Alien,
said.
think.
Lightning.
He DDoSed you.
No, lightning.
He
Straight up just
knows.
struck Sam.
So what were you gonna say? I'm fucking.
I was
all into
saying
something.
he
Yeah.
was. He doesn't know his own name because he was adopted on the black market. So he's just appeared out of nowhere. But he
Yeah.
can take lightning on the chin, survive a plane crash, and just have all his organs shut down and just.
Mate, this
woo it
cunt
off the
tells
next
more
day, man.
fucking Jackanory stories than the former owner of Denial. This cunt. Like, yeah, I was in
It's like the
CGS,
Carl
mate.
Pilkington debate all over again. Nah, mate. Ric Flair ain't acting. He's real, but he can survive lightning and everything.
Yo, can you hear me?
Wagwan.
Loud and clear.
Bud?
What's up?
Oh shit! Is this who I think it is? Vince in his house,
Howdy.
Vince,
live
boys up.
from Katowice.
Hey,
Vince
Richard,
also-
his accent sounds a little bit different.
I know, yeah. I didn't fucking recognize you there, like Vince.
That's the impression you would be doing, mate.
Yeah, I have been
I
just
hope you're a big fan of
some
Beard
sort of
Beard
mad
Beardsley.
combination of fucking Sid Waddell and Paul Gascoigne. Like I don't know why, but so are they treating you nice out there?
Yeah, I can't complain, to be honest. Like, long days, obviously, but can't complain.
Mate, that first day was insane, wasn't it?
Yep. 6 best of ones and a bunch of delays. Good time.
Yeah, that was a heavy one. Like,
Also,
If
you
you're on
people
60.
spamming that scam shit make you.
The fuck?
You set yourself up when you made yourself a rat, mate.
what? Yeah, Vince. Like, I gotta ask, mate. Whose idea was the fucking Vince thing? Like the rat thing with your head? Oh, He's been Ric Flair as well, I think.
Just took lightning on the chin.
Yeah, he's
Look at my fucking umbrella, like.
Yeah, look. Meep, meep. That's why he's a rat, because he answered in fluent rat, didn't he? Sorry, we'll get him, like.
There you go. Furia went around.
Yeah, still setting up the 16-1. Yeah, ESL. You can't go on the alternate stream, Vince. It's an outrage.
Shut him down.
We've got this secret deal with Facebook no one knows around. We need the Vincels to watch the main stream.
I think this is the exact score of the last map. They're following the script.
Yeah,
16-1, 16-1. Let's go.
Yeah, so Cloud9 need to win this one, or we've deviated from the template of shit CS.
There we go, man. My 2-1's looking good. Let's get it.
To be honest, I'm enjoying this more than I enjoyed the G2 Fnatic game.
Well, like, at least you're seeing some more executes and like some general.
Yeah, you actually, you are actually
around.
seeing people trying to do things. It's just generally one team's always been better than the other in those situations. But
yeah,
like Vegan Nip was fucking turbo AIDS as well.
Like that last round actually at B was pretty cool. How like Cloud9 actually tried to do the retake with the double molly, but fucking Furia just told them to go fuck themselves and they immediately ran through it. Pretty interesting shit to see.
Back on track for 16-1.
Yep.
Yeah, there's script. There's the script.
Alright, come on, Vinny. Let's see that Tech9 in action. I want to see some drive-by shit. Some easy motherfucking E.
Hello?
You back? Did you go somewhere?
No. Someone just trying. I think it was Vince trying to sort his sound out.
Yeah, Vince is still sorting his sound out.
Why is Discord so unreasonably shit?
I know.
Why
don't you just use Discord?
Don't get me started, mate. People fucking hyped up Discord like it was the fucking solution to all of your woes. Like, get off Skype, get on Discord. It's fucking brilliant. Just had all the same problems that I used to have with Skype, honestly. So anyway, you were about to explain why you made a rat picture of yourself, mate.
I can't even remember where it came from.
It's just something you've done. And
I think someone was asking for it, and I was like, all right, go on then. I didn't think it'd be used to fucking accuse me of liking scat, like, you know what I mean? Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have done.
Should have thought through the rhymes, mate.
Yeah. Look at the teeth and the fucking ears and the whiskers, man. Why have you let someone do that to you? Like, it's fucking outrageous. How's the stream been going anyway? Has it been good?
I think so, yeah. I think it was like 100+K and then...
No, I meant your personal one. Fuck ESL.
Oh, personal one. I haven't had a chance to do it in all months since I've been here. My laptop's shit.
Yeah. But I mean, overall, though, you've been heading in the right direction.
Slowed down a little bit.
Did you have to do that Fortnite session?
Nah, not yet. I think I'll probably be the next one. I play Super Seduce, so I got brain damage from that.
You made Super Seduce's banter as fuck. I loved it, man, when I streamed that. But yeah, small doses for that for sure, like, there's just always one ridiculous option, isn't there? It's like, A, listen to her while making eye contact. B, tell an interesting story about yourself. See, lean over and goose her with your thumb. Like, fucking, you know what I mean? Like, fuck is this? And then, of course, all the Twitch chats like, press C, press C, C.
Yeah, exactly. And if you don't do it, they're all fucking emo with you.
Yeah.
It's like, what's wrong with you people?
So then you do it, and then it shows the bad thing happening. Then it just cuts to him in that hotel room going, that wasn't nice, was it? It's in your game, you mad cunt. You filmed it, you bellend. What are you talking about? That wasn't nice, was it? Fucking hell. Yeah, Super Seducer's banter, like.
How's the No Majors Club been going? All good?
Yeah, we hit 3.7k today. A lot of the people we had lined up as guests sort of dropped out because they're just like, sorry, like the quality of the games is shit. I'd rather just have a weekend instead. Duncan was hungover today, so he didn't swing by for G2.
What a shame.
Yeah,
he would have destroyed them.
Mate, I'm glad actually. We would have totally been banned if he'd turned up, because that was diabolical, wasn't it? But we've had like a pretty broad cross section of people coming on, and then I got some special stuff lined up. I've been talking to Carrigan, trying to set up him coming on for a phase game, so he can watch his whole team and do like some commentary over that.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, Tarek's gonna drop by at some point. I'm just trying to figure out what team he'd want to watch. Like, I think the Cloud9 would have been ideal, but they might not be in the fucking thing. And then I got a few other surprises lined up. Mo's gonna be by next week as well. So
nice,
yeah.
glad it's going well for you.
Yeah, it's been sick, man. Obviously, look, and again, rising tide raises all ships. Think about how many Vincels we get as well coming in, you know? Mate, it's true. We all know where the Vincel started, right here on the No Majors Club. So yeah, it's been good. Eric's been brilliant, man. Like, dropping by every day. He's been he's been more consistent than... In fact, actually, Eric might have spent more hours on my stream than me.
Than you, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just chilling, man.
I didn't quite catch the first map. Did Cloud9 actually lose it 16-1?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes.
And it looks like it
Fucking
might
hell.
be going back the other way right now.
Yeah.
And that was nice from fucking Tim right there.
Yeah.
Timothy 4K.
21-5. There you go. That's a fucking.
He really
style.
just can do anything, can't he?
Yeah, he's definitely needs better players around him. Like to be his agent, get him out.
Fucking Tim and Source. We picked up Tim, first ever invite team, which is like the pro division. We picked him up actually in the middle of our invite season in Source, way back in the fucking day. We picked up Tim after he got cut off an 0-16 main team. And he was a fucking god in invite. That was my first ever interaction with Tim. He had like 90 fucking ADR the entire season, 0.9 FPR, first invite season. Came from the worst fucking place you could probably ever. They weren't like, you know, they forfeited and were 0-16. They played every match and they didn't win a single one.
It was a weird one, like him, because obviously, I knew him from Source, right? He never really stood out as anything particularly special, you know. And then he had that 1 year in NA in CS:GO. I think it was 2015 or maybe in 2016, where he had like 6 different teams in a year. And that was like
the Nylum, and then like,
and that's when he ended up at like TSM, right? So when Stewie basically said, let's bring him into Cloud9 again, it was one of those where me and Duncan are like, I don't know about this, Chief. This is like Stewie because he's the star player.
This ain't it, Chief.
Yeah, and obviously he was fucking amazing. So, I mean, I don't know where he found that extra gear to kick it up development-wise. I don't know how it happened, but... Again, like, I don't think anybody could have seen it coming.
Nah, I mean, as somebody that was his teammate for pretty much a year and a half in Source, he was always that player where he always had the ability. It was more just how serious he was. You know what I mean? Like, if he wanted to, he could turn it on whenever he wanted. And I think as CSGO just kind of developed and became more serious, I think he started to just take it more seriously, and that's what you saw. And that's kind of where that extra level came from, is it was there the whole time and you would see it pretty frequently, but it was something that only came on when he was really, really taking the game seriously.
Can't believe it's actually gonna go back to back 16-1s, but what the fuck is happening?
This is the dumbest fucking best of 3 I think we've seen. This may be like, I don't know, we're seeing team play in this best of 3, but it is just absurd to me that we potentially might see double 16-1.
It's also absurd that Rush is still down there, kill wise, but only died once, of course.
Yeah, I think he's the pit player, right? I mean,
yeah, everyone was dead by the time they
fucking
run up on
Tim
him.
just murdered them at B every single round.
Just ain't seen shit.
Crazy, right?
I'm not even fucking kidding. I think the round that Furia won is the exact round that Cloud9 also won on a Mirage. The only, and they did not play, they planted the bomb one time that entire half. Holy fuck.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking rough, no doubt.
Look at how many actually lived every single round. They didn't get them below 3 people alive, except for the round that they won.
Yeah, exactly the same on the other map as well. Furia didn't get
holy
less
this
than
is
3
scripted
people
as
left.
fuck. I can't be a part of this anymore. I gotta speak up and say something.
Yeah, Valve is making it a bit obvious, aren't they? Now with all this.
Yeah, this is a bit absurd. They're gonna have to up my day rate for me to fucking look at this shit.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. I'm the same. I mean, like, I was making good money on Valve for keeping the whole cheating thing and all the match fixing, secret. But I can't stand by and watch this. They're just making it too obvious. It's gonna harm my credibility eventually.
Does anyone know how to turn the cesspool off that is GoTV chat? Because I'm getting
if you
brain
bring
damage.
up press Y and uncheck.
The cesspool.
I can't
Hey,
even fucking
somehow I think it's worse than Twitch chat.
I can't even fucking handle it. The cesspool, like.
Don't disrespect Twitch chat. It's a beautiful fucking place.
It is compared to fucking GoTV chat, like.
Full of fucking mackums.
That's what it is.
I'll be honest. I used to be the guy that closed the chat when I watched these. Now I leave that shit open. I fucking enjoy it. I mean, the amount of creative, stupid shit you can see in the Twitch chat is actually unreal. Like, if you could just funnel all of that, power and brain power that you see going into shit tier memes into something actually productive, holy fuck.
Yeah.
But he's trying to make Twitch chat into a supercomputer. Just all the brain power go to one thing.
Could you imagine? If you did that, though, you'd be a fucking... We'd actually solve all the world's problems.
A supercomputer fueled by G Fuel, which you can get with the code fl0m, fl0m.
000.
I fucking love Richard. No, Sam. Fuck off.
Hashtag get fl0m, coupon code fl0mage.
Like I said, I had to lay low. We're just making up for yesterday because Scoots was...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you've got to make up for it today.
There we go. As soon as you did that, the chat knew. They did an exclamation mark Thunderdome immediately as soon as they heard a plug coming. I've got them trained now, mate. Every time they hear a plug.
See, that's the one thing you can do with Twitch chat, man. They prove Pavlovian response mechanics is still very potent, They're plugging something completely different, but I must press that exclamation point command. But anyways, talking about Mackems, right, Vince? There was a Mackem in the chat super early, about 3 a.m. And he was fucking linking, like we were talking about fucking Sunderland news, right? We were looking at Sunderland headlines. And first of all, the mayor of Sunderland makes more than the Prime Minister.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, I know. How the fuck does that work? And apparently they're looking for a new one.
Doubling the salary, like.
And then also as well, Sunderland has...
This isn't happening.
It's happening.
Sunderland has more rats...
than humans.
Yeah, it's got more rats per person than anywhere else in the UK.
I can believe that, like.
I
probably
fucking
can believe it.
It's absolutely buckled, mate. Just type in Sunderland rat problem. It's unreal, like. Oh, the Mackems, mate.
Here we go. 61.
If this shit happens, this shit's a
Complete the
simulation.
script. Where they going?
Are we really sure that Anders did take this major off?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
He's just pulling the strings, man.
Isn't it? He's like, listen, Valve. I'll make you a major no one will ever forget, man. And that was that. Pure simulation.
He's just got the trade frag. Got the 3 AK still. That's all I can find. Art's rotating off. Well, he's flashing himself in with an SMG. This is 3 boys. Weren't even a flash. It was a decoy. Fake flash.
I fucking got faked by a dude, Sam.
Fucking hell.
Sam and I both got faked by a fucking decoy, and we're spectators. Holy
I wouldn't have
shit.
turned though. I definitely wouldn't have turned. I would have just took it on the chin.
Back-to-back 16 ones. What fucking madness.
Wait a second. What time are you on? I feel like I'm fucking living in Sunderland
48,
50 years and
47.
Yeah, we're on
44.
If you open
43.
demo UI, you can fast forward.
We're on 45 seconds into what is going to be the last round. I wouldn't even bother syncing up, Vince. It's over. Like,
then again, I'd rather be a G2 fan than a Sunderland fan. That's saying something, because they were like, they did alright against Fnatic, but fucking hell.
oh, mate. Body is fucking something else. Isn't he?
There it is. Back to back. 16-1-0s.
Like, I don't know what.
On each other's maps.
Body is beyond a joke how bad he is. Like, I've said it about a few players down the years that like this player is bad, and you know sometimes it's hyperbole, right? Or as Davey called it the other day, hyperbole. Yeah, sound. Sam smokes hyperballs. But anyway, hyperbole, right? But Body is fucking shit. Like he cannot hang at tier 1 at all. Like he's an absolute joke.
Is he just a yes man? He has to be for Shocks, right? Is that why he's around so long?
Well, no, I don't think they wanted him really, but they needed 3, didn't they?
That's true.
An Apex and MBK, you know.
Good point.
Yeah, a fucking Blood
He's
Brothers.
gone now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Fnatic, dude, I think this is the end. Exist is gone. Where's the crab meme?
Yeah, Exist has to be gone, surely. Surely, like.
Yeah, if they're not calling Himpus right now. Or someone.
Exist and his world-class vetoes.
I mean, he was left in a fucking tough spot because what I didn't realize with the it's not just like they don't play Nuke and they don't play Dust 2. They put themselves in that position, Fnatic, where trying to think who was in this the MIBR team. You know, back when we don't play Nuke and we can't play Inferno. We will play Inferno, but with dog shit on it. So it's like Exist is. They don't even have the broad enough map pool to really veto well, and then you add to it that more often than not, Exist will just pick the opponent's strongest map. It's like, fucking hell. No wonder Fnatic have been struggling, but there was more to it than that as well. I mean, like, individual levels of performance. I was saying about, like, just how poor people have played, like, at this major. It's just like, yeah. They got to do something, because it's not fair on Crims.
Oh, yeah, it's like purgatory. Also confirmed that both teams, the one round that they won each for both round, it's actually a fucking simulation. Anybody telling me otherwise is just getting paid by the men.
Mate, why on your screen is Jackie having his ears sucked off? Why is that the thing?
By me,
Mo giving his
by
ears
me
sucked
and
in.
Moses, like, nice, innit? We got Smooyer in there. Yeah. Scorpion. Warwick Davis. You probably missed the
Needs
stream,
a table
Vince.
over him, like.
But for some reason, we spent half the stream talking about Warwick Davis one day for some reason. I don't even know how he...
Yo, you guys, I was working and you buckled me in the middle of a meeting.
I don't even know what happened there with the Warwick Davis chat.
I was actually crying.
And then there's also the fact,
Food,
I don't know if you
please.
know about this, Vince, but Jackie actually is living in a shed. Like, do you know about that?
Well, actually in the shed.
Yeah, like literally.
It's a big shed, like, but it is a shed.
Fucking hell.
So,
Every
yeah,
time I
Jack,
get on the fucking shed. son.
Jackie actually lives in a shed. Like, I didn't know. I was like, I thought he was joking. Like, he said, "Oh yeah, I'm live from the shed." It's like, this is a strange joke, but all right, no problem. And then SEO was there with him. Like, yeah, I'm here in Jackie's shed. You're like, oh yeah, okay. He means his bedroom or something. Nah, literally, they're living in a shed. Like, living in a shed. And then we were talking about the best crisps, and I think Frazzles came out like on top. And then
Monster Munch, questionable decisions, but
well, you got to remember they changed Monster Munch now, and I'm all about hashtag not my Monster Munch. Honestly, I've said like hashtag not my Monster Munch. They've changed it. The roast beef tastes different.
nah, roast beef. Nah, fuck that. I only eat the pickled onion ones anyway, mate.
Flaming hot pisses on pickled onion. We've been over this.
Not anymore, but they've changed it. Like you said, the new flaming hot. Not a fan.
Not a fan of the flaming hot. What?
No, I like it, but this recipe, mate, it's not good.
This recipe.
I don't know. I haven't. I'll be honest. Like, I haven't even seen Monster Munch out here in Vegas. Can I get Monster Munch out here?
If you go to like a British shop,
Don't think so.
Yeah, lame. And then the reason the banana is there,
Lame.
Vince, is apparently, and I wasn't on stream at the time.
Oh yeah, I know why that's.
They were talking about some sort of vibrating sex toy banana that was also a cheat, which is how Flusher was able to see through walls because there was someone in the crowd pressing a remote control button that like was jiggling his prostate. So I don't know. I wasn't there for it, mate.
We went real down the rabbit hole on that one.
That
But it
part.
started because there was a pause and JW started eating a banana when no one else had any food. He just somehow smuggled
And
a
then
banana
the
up.
next
So how was he
round,
allowed
fucking
on stage
went
with that
ape
banana?
shit. He fucking got like 2 kills through the smoke instantly after eating the banana.
Yeah.
Potassium activated.
So, I mean, I wasn't there. See, when I'm not around to fucking anchor the conversation, this is what happens, Vince. Right? It goes mental. We end up with fucking your face as a rat talking about scat, fucking bananas up Flusher's ass, man. It's all over the place, isn't it? It's fucking nightmare, like nightmare fuel. At least I talk vague. I talk about movies and Counter-Strike and food. I've got like the trifecta. It's all there. That's what quality entertainment is. And then obviously, yeah, go on.
The semi-pro Dick 031 self-explanatory.
Yeah,
What,
yeah.
do I even dare ask what the Scorpion and Spider are?
That's just Richard's house, man.
Yeah, that's just things that live in my garden, basically.
Sam's
But
actually
I am
trying
going to murder.
formulate an army and try to battle all of them.
Yeah, because
basically.
Sam's coming out again in a few days, and like I don't know if you remember, but on his first day in my house in Vegas, he got stung by a scorpion in my kitchen. Like it was hiding under my dishwasher, and honestly, man, it was hilarious because like. Well, I mean, not hilarious initially because I was like, I didn't know what to do, and I had to call a doctor up, and the doctor said, "Don't worry, he's not going to die. It's like, just, you know, he'll just have a palp for a little bit in the sweat, and it'll be fine." And honestly,
I wouldn't call it fine, mate.
What
my leg was numb for 3 days, but
wait, what Sam does to himself on a daily basis is worse than any scorpion sting anyway. Like, so you know what I
at
mean?
least that's self-inflicted, mate.
Yeah, exactly right.
I didn't know what that cunt put in my toe. I know what's going in the bowl. I don't know what's going in my feet, but when he stings me.
But like every time, like right, so my carpet in the living room's like tacked down. It's got like a little edge, and sometimes like it's a little bit sharp around the edge. Like Sam would catch his foot on that, and he'd go like, "Scorp!" He'd be fucking scorps. Be freaking
Yeah, I
out.
still get that in my house, but every time I stand on a crumb, I was like,
a fucking scorp, like, oh mate. So yeah, that's why the scorpion's there. And the black widow spider is because I literally have one. Well, I did have one. The cold snapper killed it for sure, like. But I did have one living out of my fuel light box then. As I was saying the other day, and Eric knows this, Black Widows have a real bad rap. Like, they need to get a better PR agent.
oh, here we fucking go
They
again.
don't
But
kill
fighting
bro.
for the
They
side of Black Widows,
They're
but
chill.
fuck off, you creepy cunts. But if you like Black Widows so much, how about you have a bar for something? See how friendly they are, but how about I put you in a closed, confined space with Black Widow, see how he reacts?
I'm with Sam here. I'm
He
fucking
will
terrified of
fuck
him.
you up, but on a turn of a dime. I'm bored now, kid dies.
They don't fucking like go jumping across the fucking room for you, bro.
It don't matter, but have you seen how small they are? I'm not permanently watching. Who do you think I am? A superhero, but I can
Black
send
Widows
spiders
aren't
near me.
deadly. The chat going Black Widows kill you. It's
Oh,
not.
yo,
It's
man.
an urban myth. Like, It's serious.
It's not an urban myth,
There's
mate.
like, go look up recorded deaths relating to Black
Yeah,
Widow.
okay, I'm not saying he's gonna murder you straight away, but have you seen what happens with the fucking...
gonna
It's
kill
not
you
like you
slowly.
walk it off, but you fucking swell, your arms are exploding, but... It's not fucking tasty, but... Have you seen it, but? Your arm swells up so bad, like the skin can tear and shit. It's bad news, like...
How do they compare
It
to
is
like the
bad
recluse
fucking
fighters?
news.
Recluses are
Richard's got
assholes,
one of
bro.
them as well, but he's got one of them. Don't worry about that. He's
Okay,
got
I ain't
fucking
coming to
Those are
visit
your
then, I'm
family,
good.
but...
terrifying.
What have I got?
Seen him as well.
What, a recluse?
Brown recluse, but...
Yeah.
Brown recluse.
I'm
I've
not
seen him.
interested.
Where was the recluse at, by the way? 'Cause I
I've
never
seen
saw
two. I saw one outside near the tree. This
Yeah.
creepy little brown spider, but didn't even go near him, so I can't even really confirm if that's one. I'll be honest. But I did see one in my bathroom one time. But same with the Black Widow, which is why it's a dead Black Widow in the bathroom. I hope it's still there, but I hope I put it in the right corner where it wasn't found. So I got a little mound of dead shit growing in my room, but. Couple of scalps in there, Black Widow.
No, those things are fucking terrifying. Black Widow's literally just chilled. They're not trying around.
What is this? Like,
You
what is
fucking
this
run into a brown
personality
recluse,
judgment?
that thing will fuck you up. Fuck your day.
Yeah, but what if I piss off a Black Widow, but what if I don't see him
What are you
step on
doing?
his
You
leg?
have to literally run into it is what I'm
What
saying.
if I don't
Like,
see him, but he could be
He's not
anywhere.
coming for you. He's just chilling, Sam.
Yeah, but what if he sees a fucking bug near the kitchen, but he's like, "Sound free
It's
food."
not,
I go in there, stand on his
You know
legs.
how spiders operate?
Mate,
I don't know,
tell me.
mate. I don't know how you're seeing all this because I've never seen a spider in this house.
Fucking
You ain't
Sam
paying
is running
attention,
around
but
and the
after you get
spiders
stung by a scorpion,
hunt
trust
him
me, you
down.
start looking. You will start looking, but
Like, they just don't care about you, man. Like, as
I
long as
can't
you
wait
don't
until the
literally
day
go
that Richard
through it,
wakes up with a
like-
fucking Black Widow on his chin. But honestly, I'm fucking praying for it. One
Yeah.
day, all this talk about spider fucking
Yeah,
sound like fucking Black
mate.
Widow's my best friend. Oh, what's that? I've lost
Mate,
both my limbs to him.
I told
oh,
you,
fuck.
I had a Black Widow on my chin. Her name was Destiny. Like.
No.
Told you, mate. I've already done that. What are you talking about? Anyway,
Fuck spiders.
Anyway, yeah, let's move away
Anyway.
from Destiny talk.
but I don't know much about brown recluses. Honestly, I don't know much about those.
They're much more aggressive, like just in nature, than like a Black Widow is. That's why if you see one of those, that's when I'd freak the fuck out. I'd be like, nope. That's when I would not be in the house. I'd call somebody. They gotta go through and fucking just like murder everything, and then I'll come back in.
The one thing that did put me a little bit like weird on edge, right, was like when I was in Atlanta, I like came in fucking pissed, like drunk, you know, like fucked up, and I needed like something to eat, you know, like I made this like one of them big, what do they call, like Bob's mac and cheese or whatever, where it's just loaded with sugar, like, you know, it should just be pasta and cheese, like, but nah, there's sugar in there and diabetes and all that good stuff, you know. And I made a massive one of them that like feeds 4 people, you know, and it's fucking got that drunk hunger on. And it was fucking roasting hot as well, like, because it was fucking, it's Atlanta, so it's just humidity. So I just opened my doors to like my garden, right? And I'm in the living room, and I'm eating this mac and cheese, and I'm watching like a movie and that. And I like fell asleep on the floor, just like, woke up, right? I looked down at my right arm, and I'm still holding the mac and cheese, but it is just black with ants. Like,
Oh.
Oh
Right.
fuck!
and they are all up my arm and all on me chest, like in me beard and that. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Get out! Like, fucking bit me in that. Like, yeah, I couldn't
Some
believe
protein.
it. Yeah, they'd come in from the fucking garden. They'd obviously smelt this mac and cheese. Like, fuck's this? Like, sounds good. Like, and they've come in my house in a big line doing a fucking conga like ants do.
Surprised they didn't lift you out the door, but all
Yeah,
no,
no, but like, remember when we were talking about
fuck
that?
the mac and cheese. Let's eat this
Right?
cunt.
You know how those ants fucking kill cows. Remember we were talking about that, Sam? Out like,
Yeah, they just get in
Yeah.
their mouth until they choke to death.
yeah, they just run up their mouth and nose until they choke, and then they just eat the cow. Like, so, like that could have happened to me. Like, so that made me.
Imagine waking
I've
up
always.
coughing ants, but that's
No, I
some
know.
fucking terrorizing
Mate,
shit.
I've always liked ants, but like, you know, like mac and cheese is for people. You know what I mean? Mac and cheese is for people. Like, if they're not gonna respect the rules, like, I don't know, like, all bets are off.
Yeah, you really gotta sit down those ants and have a serious talk with them.
As if you fight with black widows, but ants, you got beef with, like, you got beef with the ants.
Bro, if I fucking woke up and I was covered in ants, I'd freak the fuck out.
The thing is, I was really hungover. It was like, so I just like sort of went like, yeah, just like pathetically like put the mac and cheese down. And then I was just wiping my arm like, why am I? The brain was so slow to catch up to the situation. Like, but yeah, they were fucking all up in that mac and cheese. Believe it, like, I mean, for them, fuck knows, like, it must. That's like, I don't know. Coming home and just finding $1 million in fucking unmarked bills in your house, isn't it? Yeah, like. But I just don't understand how they sniffed it out from that far away. There'd never been ants in the house before. You know, how the fuck did they just know? How did they know there's a rogue mac and cheese going spare in my living room? How did they figure it out?
That's just how they operate, man.
Yeah, that's mental.
You you got the scouters, man. One ant saw it. You got to find the one fucking ant that ratted you out. Go find him. Interrogate him. Make sure the rest of the homies never come back.
It was bonkers, man. There was a lot of them too.
All right, so $1 million question: who wins map 3?
61 Fury, I'm it. Here we go.
Dude, if it goes 61,
It's gonna be OT.
Fury, I'm done.
OT.
I'm not
guaranteed.
watching anymore of the major, and I'm not.
Yeah, this one is going to be a 60-round game. Of course.
Overtime.
31-20.
I need like 7 overtimes, close fucking match. I need some fucking good Counter-Strike for the love of Christ.
It's got to be Cloud9 to edge it. Cloud9 to edge it.
Yeah, they did beat Big and FaZe on it, but that's when they had refresh, so I don't know.
Yeah. But I'll give the slight edge to Cloud9.
Yeah. I mean, I did say originally Cloud9 2-1, so, and I mean, they did bounce back like fucking hard, obviously, 16 wanting them back. So I think they have the slight mental advantage right now. Slight.
What time are you on?
Oh,
126, 125, 124.
Cool.
123, yeah. Were
I
you
am
on,
like 1 second ahead of Richard. I'll pause up for a sec for you.
were you on the stream, Sam, when I was talking about? I must have got wasted one night and I've ordered jam jars for some reason.
Why have you done that?
I
What,
don't
to
know.
drink off? You just
Yeah,
put
like
hipster
them drink.
immediately.
Yeah, those hipster jars, like. And I've got
Fucking-
one.
He's had one drink and become a hipster.
Yeah, no, I know. Like, fucking hell. It was mental, mate. Like I literally have no memory of ordering it, but it was like a wild turkey bourbon jam jar with an oak spiral infusing in it. And then like it's starting to make me wonder because like I got a package coming from China or Hong Kong and I don't know. I don't know
what's in it.
Yeah, I don't know what's in it. And I had a look yesterday.
Fentanyl, of course. Fentanyl.
Imagine that, like.
Kilogram of
Yeah, like
fentanyl.
because the thing is, as soon as you touch fentanyl, you just die immediately, don't you?
Yeah.
Like, dead.
I've had a teaspoon and I'm gone.
You did say it came from China, right? You might want to be careful.
Yeah, no, I'm 100%. Like, I'm gonna get my neighbor to open it or something.
Just kill him.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, oh, I got this.
Got you a nice jam jar.
No, I'm gonna say like, oh, I got this package, but it's definitely for you. Like, and just see if he opens it, and then I'll like,
Wonder that's mine.
yeah. And then obviously if it's not like anthrax, I'll be like, ah, I was wrong. Obviously, it was mine. Thanks, mate.
That's why it had my name on the dress on it. I
Yeah,
guess,
fucking hell, silly me. The neighbour will be like, Richard, are you using us to test for poison again? Nah.
No, eat this food for me. See what you think of this.
Have a drink out this fucking jam jar. But yeah, I've been drinking a lot lately. I've poured it all away. I've got a dry house at the moment.
Don't believe it.
No,
Yeah, I like drinking when I'm out, but I almost never drink when I'm at home. I don't know.
Well, Richard never likes drinking, but he drinks everywhere.
That's not a good sign. This is it, the 16-1.
But yeah, nothing in at the moment. Obviously, I'll have to change when you're here, because I'll just need alcohol to cope with you being stoned all the time, won't I?
Nah, I'd more like to put up with the intro song a dog about the intro happening every fucking 20
Yeah,
minutes,
4 a.m.
pounding through your house. Oh, wait, like.
The fucking dog, the bounty hunter, man. Why are you watching it? Like,
I might have watched it all last time I was there. I can't even remember how many episodes I got through, but
nah, you must stop, mate, because I'm still getting recommended, like, things related to Dog the Bounty Hunter on Amazon now, like, you know, every time I go on there, it's trying to sell me a blonde fucking mullet, or, like...
Blonde mullet, trying to get you some fucking mace.
Yeah,
you want this flame shirt?
Yeah.
And a Hawaiian lei?
The dog.
Go with Christ, brah. Yeah, and it's recommending me a bunch of garbage reality TV shows as well, like, just all the time in my prime.
You would like
Are there
Judge
any good
Judy.
reality
Yeah,
TV
Absolutely
shows?
would not.
Mate,
I don't think I've
Bug
ever
Enemy.
enjoyed any reality TV show.
nah, me neither. Apart from that fucking one where that fella gets
Fear
arrested,
Factor was pretty good.
and screams,
Fat
"Help me,
goats.
Neil." That was good. I suppose I have seen some really funny episodes of Cops. Actually, thinking back, like,
Yeah, that's filmed right here in Vegas.
Oh my god, Abel, you're like this?
Abel, you're
You're like
fucking
this?
shit.
Do you know that,
How's you
Richard?
with that?
well, it's
Someone give
actually,
my voice out
is
to
it
see.
actually filmed in Vegas? So?
Yeah, it's filmed in the north side of Vegas, or it was.
Ah, nice. I'll have to go through every episode now and see if you were in it.
What the hell?
Yeah, like,
Yo,
Just
there he
screaming,
is!
"Coupon code
He's
fl0m!
like
Coupon
fucking
code fl0m!"
dead low.
I am calm, man.
I thought
I'm
this
not
was
resisting.
America.
Look,
I know
look,
my
officer, I'll make you a deal, okay? Do you like G Fuel? Well, use code FL0M.
Yeah, that
10%
powder
off.
is G Fuel. It's not cocaine, officer. It's just G Fuel.
Why is it making my lips numb then? No reason.
That's a feature. Yeah, Cops used to be the shit. So.
Yeah, you'd think that show has like endless content.
Oh, I'm sure it does. It's just I think it got a little bit played out, and then it was like they were all trying to do different shit. I saw one of the worst actually, and again, this is because of Sam with his fucking never-ending stream of Dog the Bounty Hunter. I got recommended. It was something like, what was it, Ghost Detectives or something?
Oh fuck!
And it was X.
Mate,
It
why
was
have you done that
X.
to yourself?
It was because I had to look at it, didn't I? It was like ex-police officers, but like combined with a ghost show, and they used their investigation techniques to find ghosts. So the first half of the show is like an unsolved murder, you know, and like in Baltimore, you know, like, yeah, and it's like that. And then the police officers talk about the case, and then it like cuts to them, and it's just there in a room with night vision going, bloody hell, something moved. Yeah, oh, I'm scared.
You hear like one thing move in the back.
Yeah.
Ah!
And I think it's called Ghost Detectives or something. So I had to watch it. It was fucking shit. It was, you know, as expected. And then I have seen what's the one where they go fucking searching for Bigfoot? Like, it's gone deathly quiet. Please, someone bail me out here. Like, someone tell me they've seen that TV show.
You're just going down a deep rabbit hole,
You're
bro,
on,
and I'm
man.
not taking you out of this.
Yeah. Well, I can't remember what it's called, but it's something like just finding Bigfoot or searching for Bigfoot or in search of Bigfoot or Bigfoot
I've
is
seen
my
that.
nan. I don't know. Right? And anyway, it's just a bunch of fat fucking neckbeards. And they just talking to a camera for like 20 minutes at a time. Just saying like, well, if you think about it, obviously the Sasquatch is out. It's like, oh, God. No.
Think about
It's like,
it,
yeah, we're
man.
looking at him on the fucking camera.
Yeah, and it's the same shit. They run around with fucking night vision goggles on and film bushes. And yeah, that's that.
There's one. Oh, not just a bush
Fucking
again.
rough. And you know it's all staged. Like even the shit that they're fucking, it's shit content and it's staged still.
Yeah.
So you have like a fucking camera guy in the background throwing like a drumstick on the fucking ground for, you know, the ghost hunters and shit.
So, yeah, unfortunately, because of Sam's predilection for fucking garbage TV, it's been rubbing off on me, man. Been inflicted.
I started rewatching Kenny vs. Spenny.
Okay,
as well
Flusher.
recently. You ever
Okay.
seen that? Oof.
Mate, Kenny vs.
Somebody
Spenny
check
is
his ass for the
shit.
banana. Check. The
It's
fucking
super
banana.
fuck. From when I watch it, but it's really hit and miss. Like some episodes are just nothing, like zero content. Then I'll watch another one and I'll find it funny, so I'll keep watching. But it's fucking, you never know.
Nah, I was never a fan of Kenny vs. Spenny. This is it, big
Of
one.
course, I've said the Twitch trigger chat line, of course, hit or miss.
Oh, there you go.
Don't. Ooh. Just imagine losing a round where one of your teammates just kills 2 through a smoke as an entry. That's gotta be great.
Fucking hell. In that picture, Art, like, looks a bit like a scuffed nothing, doesn't he? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what he looks like.
yeah, that's mental. Deadliest Catch, on the other hand, I remember first time I watched Deadliest Catch.
I
and,
used to love that show, man.
Some dude literally died.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? Like, literally, like...
This ain't no fucking stage shit here, man.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, you get used to all this, like, staged bullshit. And then it was like...
when it
what-
happens, you're just like, you don't even...
Yeah.
It doesn't even, like, register.
I know a couple guys that were on that show. Yeah, it's pretty real.
Yeah. I was like, fucking... What happened was, like, they were just on the boat and he just got swept over. And then it was just the voiceover was just going like, Paul's been swept over the railings. If hypothermia doesn't get him, he's likely to drown. And then it's like in the next scene, you're like, well, they're going to get him back, aren't they? No. Paul's dead. Like, and they're all just there going, Paul knew the risks. He was a good fisherman. To Paul. Now let's count our crabs. You're like, fucking hell. Like, what you fucking doing?
All I'm saying is I think Flush is actually cheating. We should check his ass immediately for the banana.
Oh, yeah. It's happening, isn't it?
Fucking 2 kills through the smoke. Did you see what he did this fucking round? My god.
And then that.
Yeah, I didn't quite get the jiggle in time.
Yeah, that's a crazy show. The only problem you've got is, of course, that it's very limited in its scope. You can only watch big, hard drinking fishermen go out to sea to get fucking crabs and come back and sell the crabs. You can only watch that so many times.
And then they get crabs before they go out. Then they go out.
Yeah,
and
they
more
definitely do. Fucking hell. I couldn't do that shit, man. I always thought that film, what was it, The Perfect Storm? You know, the true story about the fishermen who went out and they fucking died because, like, they literally got caught in one of the biggest, like, it was like a collision of, like, 2 hurricanes and they were in the middle of it. And,
Fucking hell, but...
yeah, so they just got all wrecked. But the problem is, like, they could have gone back at any time and lived, but they
Them
chose...
motherfucking crabs, boy.
No,
You gotta
but
get
yeah,
those
but
crabs.
this wasn't even just crabs; it was fish, right? And they were like, "This is
Alright.
like the best. This is the whole of our lives. If we keep getting fish, we can get, like, you know, enough money to live off for a while." So they basically died for fish. So I just wasn't sympathetic then. And it had a weird ending because Marky Mark turns into a Jedi at the end. It's a bit strange, but
What?
he telepathically communicates with his wife before he gets killed by a giant wave. At least that's how it looks like in the movie, like, so. It's a bit shit. It's like it's just a normal movie, and then at the end, like, he's just there looking at this giant wave, just about to smash his dome in, and he like telepathically sends a monologue to his wife. It's just mental. I don't even know what that's about, like.
I could have went better for Russia.
Here comes Tim.
Flushes
The
over
money
there as well.
flank.
Yeah, this time.
Oh, no, you did not.
Right. Oh my
Nah.
god! He's so
Oh
fucking
my
tilted.
What's he turned round for?
I mean, to be fair, how long do you expect Vinny to stare at a main entrance? Like, he is going to turn around eventually.
Why would he?
Yeah,
No,
why?
I think
Yeah,
his
he's not
I
going to
think-
just stare at the door, is he?
I think
He
the
doesn't
guy
know.
on
Why would
site
he
saw
do
him when
this?
he picked up the bomb.
No, he did. Yeah, the guy was running back into sight to pick up the bomb, and he did like a side strafe, and he saw him. He didn't turn because of like randomly. His teammate spotted him, and there's no reason why he would be looking turn and check into A main. I mean, he would.
But it's
probably
not like he
start
was
turning-
lockers. He was still like on main. He was next to the door. He would have looked out.
There's a good chance he just looks and like pre-aims down for the CT wall. You know what I mean? Not fucking. You're not looking all the way right. Why would you, while you're in A main, fully 180, look at in the direction of the box without your teammate calling for you? That was the play. Flusher played it perfectly. You just got fucking fucked by him picking up the ball. No way in hell that guy turns around A main that far after he, in that situation.
I see Vince is on the front page of Reddit. Beautifully.
What do you do this time?
Beautifully casted retake by Vince. And there's a clip.
Man, there was some fucking hilarious HLTV threads. I was laughing my ass off.
Yeah, why? What? Saying what?
Someone was like, he's a shit caster, and some guy was like, yeah, he looks like a Russian homeless guy. He's fat, ugly, and bald. And I was like, right, sound. Like, fair enough then.
Typed out by someone like literally living in a corrugated tin shanty town, still playing 1.6 on a fucking BBC micro PC. No, I hate to be Vince.
I just laugh at that shit. It's funny. Some people get proper creative with it as well. Like, credit to them.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I like a good burn. Like when someone found the blobfish. You ever seen the blobfish? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the ugliest fish known to man. Like, and it's even uglier when it comes out the water because it doesn't have like its skin doesn't react to the pressure. And somebody just said Richard Lewis looks like this and found a blobfish that had a big old schnoz just like me. Like, it's like, how have you found a blobfish that actually does better resemblance? You cunt. You gotta laugh at it, like fair play, like.
Oh man, I was fucking buckled. I can't remember. It might have been on one of the By the Numbers episodes when you were like, Hardstyle kind of looks like Vince. I hadn't realised it, and then you like brought the pictures up and I was fucking laughing so hard. I do actually look like fuck my life.
Yeah, there you go, man. Yeah, the thing is though, Hardstyle is dead inside. You still take just a little bit of joy. Like there's still enough. There's still.
You can tell you're still happy to be alive, mate.
Yeah,
You're still
exactly.
glad to be here. When you wake up in the morning, you go like, I'm back.
Mate, every time I look at Hardstyle, like he has literally got this, like the same face as those like PTSD veterans, like who've just seen too much. It's like fucking hell, you're a CS coach. What happened? What's happened to you? He's got that fucking just the reamed out bags under his eyes, just like, oh god, no more. Don't make me go back to space soldiers, please.
What's even happening with like ex-space soldiers now? Is that just dead?
It's gotta be.
I think since they lost Xantares, like they lost a lot of leverage with the organizations. As far as I know, a couple of them just like totally backed off once he left.
Come on, they're not that bad. They were still good. I like Major's calling. I like the way they played. It's not all one play.
But let's be real. He was the fucking.
Yeah, but it's not like the
attraction.
only shining light that was.
No, it's not the only one, but obviously when you think about it in organisational terms, you're going to pick up a team. You definitely don't want to pick up the team without the star player. So,
yeah, I guess. But come on, there must be some org ones. So not a top org. There must be some.
Yeah,
that's a good little starter team. But if an org wants to come into CS, that's a great team to pick up.
I agree, man. I like when they left Space Soldiers, I did message a few like. You know, like team organizations that had said to me, like, you know, when we've been at events or whatever, that they were available, and, you know, hey, they're not going to be like a, you know, top 5 team. Hell, they might not even be a top 10 team, but they'll get good runs at events, and you got Xantares, and it's a solid start for you. It's a good little, like you said, an entry-level team. I did pitch them to a few people, but don't think anyone was biting, and that was back then when they had Xantares, so...
I like Major though. Hopefully they get a good.
Oh, he's a super cool dude. And they used to have a guy working with him called Two Gucks, the old Source player. I don't know if he's still working with him. But, you know, good mates with him.
Ooh, what a plan!
Now then,
Kirishima is just too good.
Oh, this is gonna go to overtime, isn't it? 61,
yeah,
61
I got to bounce here 45 minutes, like, to interview fucking Rodney Trotter, aka /Ella. So I'm hoping it doesn't go that long. Fuck, I might have to stick another coffee on, actually.
Is Elsis any good with the AWP? I don't think I've seen him with it yet.
I haven't either. I have no idea.
You could have removed the words "with the AWP" from that sentence, and it would still be a question worth asking.
Well, he got that. What was it? The pistol clutch ace thing, the first round, and since then I haven't seen him do anything.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone was like, "Yeah, he's arrived. Gonna come up big at this major."
Finished the game 5 for 30. Not really.
Yeah, it didn't, but it's like, again, I want him to do well, but first of all, I think this is a dysfunctional team, and second of all, I think he's, you know, like Eric was talking about with other players, like, you know, the pickups like Jax and stuff like your first team shouldn't be a big team with a big fan base that expects a lot, but is actually dysfunctional in its own right, whether or not you join. That's always like a terrible move. It can set you back so much.
Yeah, I think C9 just has so many fucking problems right now that have nothing to do with Zelsis. They don't even have like the same starting roster. It feels like going from event to event. It's like, do we have Golden this event? No, we got Zelsis. Oh, Golden's back. All right, no Zelsis.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to Europe. Let's get refresh. Like what? Like I don't. You know what I mean? It's just I feel like Cloud9 actually hasn't had a real roster yet. They don't have a set 5. They haven't had a set 5 in months.
Yeah, I agree with that, man. It's
impossible to build anything off that. Oh my fucking god.
Oh, now then. See if they're gonna lose a 1v3. Yeah.
Is he gonna do this?
Yeah, I think he
He's
is.
going around with the 5 bullets. Means he's feeling himself and it's come back to bite him.
Imagine this, right? Imagine being Kirishima and he's thinking, get me the fuck out of Cloud9. Think about the career he's had. And he must have had enough by now.
Maybe. I mean, I would be, if I was in his shoes at least, I'd be pretty hopeful that the org will eventually, like, you're just kind of in a tough spot because you can't make a lot of moves before the major.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like they could have changed out and made any roster additions or something that would have been really impactful before. So if I'm Kyo, I'm at least waiting till, at the very least, after the major before I start getting really worried. Because as an org, I think C9 is not only good to play for, but I think they make a lot of decent decisions. They gamble sometimes with who they pick up, but there's definitely worse organizations to be a part of when you're in the situation of uncertainty. You know, you could be in the G2 situation, right? Like, you could have a lot of shit where I think C9 really does have, like, you know, they want to win, but they take gambles sometimes with that. I'd rather have that as, like, you know, my org than something else.
Yeah. I think as well with the G2 thing, they made a very clear decision to reject what I believe still would have been a much better team. And you know, and that's a bad decision that, you know, is on the org, right? It's not just like this where Cloud9 are kind of like trying out new things and, you know, trying to fit different players in and seeing what works and seeing what doesn't. You know, it's like I don't know, people's expectations should be tempered by that. G2 made a decision like, this is our team, this is our 5.
Yeah. That wall bang shot.
That's why I have a lot of respect for C9 as an org, because I do feel like while they might not always necessarily spend the most money to win, but they try to do anything, you know, reasonable to win. You know, they take gambles on players. They don't just like follow the, okay, get these players, this is the player you should get. They really try to not just, you know, follow the guidelines, but get the best fucking team possible no matter what. Unless it's spending tons of money. They don't usually go all out and fucking try to go the phase route. That's the only thing you can maybe knock on C9 is usually they try to avoid the big buyouts and shit like that.
Yeah, they've never done that, but again, I think, like, listen, keep in mind you started last year as the major winners. It's been a very slow, steady decline since. You sold players and have put together this patchwork side. You're constantly in the headlines about how you're getting all this VC investment and you're going to build training facilities and stuff like this. It's like, listen, spend some of that motherfucking money on getting a team that can actually challenge in 2019. That's what the Cloud9 fans want and deserve. You want, you know, the money's obviously there. Like,
I think they were close though. They just, I mean, the golden situation is a clusterfuck. I think that's really what caused a lot of this anyway. You know, at least right now, if Golden was here playing consistently, you'd have a roster where I think the IGL is clear. Flusha didn't come to C9, I think, with any intention of being the IGL.
Yeah, true.
And so you just have this from top to bottom because of the Golden situation. You have a completely different roster. Roles are very different. You know, yeah, Tim's still offing, but you know how these players interact, what Flusha thinks his role should be and his responsibilities should be when he's coming to C9 have completely changed. And probably same with Kyo as well. You know, each player now, because Flusha's calling, and he's not necessarily, I'm not saying he's a bad caller, but it's not his main role, you know? So that means that puts more pressure on the other players to step up and, you know, basically overperform and do more than what they were probably expecting as well. So it creates a really big dynamic of just, you know, I don't think that Cloud9 made a lot of poor moves. It was just kind of unfortunate set of circumstances.
That was sick there by Rush, actually. He
was really nice winning Molly out.
Yeah, like
dying for that Molly,
risk dying to get that Molly down to flush him out, and then hit a fucking Kyo and Orty did
Swept
the rest.
them all in.
Yep, fair play, like credit where it's due.
I think if the Golden situation isn't resolved, though, you have to be looking at Kerrigan or Terry.
Well, you know, I think, yeah, they should be. I think they should cut Golden loose for whatever. You know, it's a fucking shame. Kid can't get a break, whatever. But again, I'm not about sentimentality when we talk about building teams.
At the end of the day, you got to produce the best team possible.
Yeah. And you know they should. And I said like Cloud9 should have been beaten down fucking Carrigan's door like every other team. I mean, don't get me wrong. If Carrigan goes to Mouse Sports, I think that's really cool. But like, there isn't a single team that Carrigan couldn't fucking have gone to and inarguably improve. And I definitely agree with you. I think they need an actual in-game leader.
Because I mean, you have like Flush is really fucking good still, man, and I think he just hasn't really been able to show that.
Yeah,
because he's got so much extra burden on him right now, like that he just did not, quite frankly, sign up for it. Now at the end of the day, he's a competitor and he wants to fucking win, so he's not gonna sit here and complain about calling or some shit like that. But I think Cloud9, you know, to get the most value, obviously they need him not calling, and they need him fucking doing what he can do best, which is cleaning up fucking rounds and winning clutches. That's what he does.
But again, remember what we said though. If you drop Zelsis again, you bring in Carrigan. Sure, that looks like a great team on paper. Well, a team with potential on paper. But then you've got the issue of all of their qualifiers. They're suddenly a European team.
Well, weren't they letting teams before in NA play with like full European?
Yeah, they can do that. It's just
the that's actually not an issue. I don't think
is where if they fell through, they'd have to come back through that.
Ah, okay, I see what you're saying. So it's just the major.
Yeah, unless a tournament organizer decides that they're not allowed.
Yeah, because when Optic had the
for like EPL, you can have a European lineup.
Yeah,
in NA.
It's like more based on where they're living. Yeah, I mean that makes it more complicated, but you have a much better roster.
If they hold their legend spot, then, or I mean their major spot, then they don't ever have to worry too.
Yeah, that's true.
But what even is the crack of Golden though? Like, is he just really sick?
No idea. No one.
Nobody knows anything, man. The only person that might is currently in here, and he just said nobody knows. So.
I mean, like, listen, my take on it is like there's more to it than meets the eye than just health problems. Like, there's got to be something going on. I mean, like at the end of the day, like his on the surface, his removal from Fnatic is inexplicable. And then he goes to Cloud9, and within a very short space of time, he's got health problems. Apparently, it's like either he had the health,
the old Glaive lung problem.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know at
which
least,
is a real thing.
Yeah. So it could be something like that, but equally it could be like the Glaive. Yeah. I want my girlfriend on stage problem.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. That's what I meant.
Yeah, it could be something like that, right? So I mean,
holy fuck!
Oh wow!
And the spray as well.
And a spray.
Should have spent the money, MIBR. Should have spent the money.
Yeah, for me, where there's smoke, there's fire. With the way he left Fnatic, and then now this, it's something's just.
Yeah, it is weird for sure. Unless he's been super unlucky, but again, I'm always inclined to think that usually there's a rational explanation when players are getting cut repeatedly from teams.
Because I think overall, yeah, I don't think Zelsis has done really poorly for C9. They just need an IG. Flusher shouldn't be IGLing the team.
He hasn't done poorly based on the expectations I had for him coming into this team. Sure, but he's definitely not good enough in his own right as a player. And as you said, they need an IGL. And you wouldn't cut Flusher, you wouldn't cut Keo to keep Zelsis, not unless there was a geographical reason to do so. So yeah, I think Zelsis unfortunately has found himself that his big breakout is actually as a fucking placeholder.
Yeah, unless he just they close this out somehow and he just starts playing spectacular or some shit.
Yeah, I just think it comes too soon for him, right?
Yeah.
He'll get another chance with another NA org, though, one further down the trough, but, you know, it's like, he's not going to be one of those Cloud9 legends.
I'm not sure what team he'd really end up on, though, to be fair. I think he might end up kind of like in that Swole Patrol area again. Because
yeah, possibly.
there's so many contracts where people are locked up, you know?
Yeah.
United Soul Patrol. They're basically the same at this point, right?
Same thing now, isn't it?
Like they just. I mean, because so many of these teams are getting locked up while he is playing for the major for C9. You know that it'd be really weird if all these roster moves that are being made are just completely changed in the bottom half of NA right after the major. I don't know. Because the bottom half of these NA teams that aren't in the major, aren't involved, are solidifying that roster, the full 5, and he's not really involved or in the discussion because he's here on C9.
I'd put it this way: if Complexity didn't get some of the other players that were out there in free agency that we've talked about, I mean, as much as I've banged on Celsius, I'd cut Ricky in a heartbeat and take Celsius, like 100%.
Yeah, I think Celsius isn't. Yeah, they threw him to the wolves essentially. Putting him into a major for his first tournament. Yeah, he hasn't played bad. I think he could do really well if he moves down a little bit and then works his way up.
Right, hold on. BRB, I'm gonna get this coffee ready. Fuck. Talking to Rod for 90 minutes after this, man.
You better get some refill, bro.
And then I'll be talking to fucking God after that, asking what am I doing, probably. But anyway. Be right back.
Why did Flusher decide to push on the bomb?
I was thinking
with
about
UMP?
saying something, but we got one kill with a deagle, mate, so it must have been the best play. Instead of keeping a Kevlar gun,
Yeah, when his team's flat out fucking broke now.
Everyone else on pistols could have given a UMP away bot for mass, but nah, mate, you got to get that deagle kill.
I think his thought process was that he was maybe going to try to make more of them die with the bomb. So that way they don't keep as many guns, because it's not like their money's in a great situation. I think that would be where I go with that. Because you losing a $1,200
Suppose if he got
right?
2 instead of 1.
That's what I'm saying. If 2 people died, right, for his $1,200 fucking that's not a terrible.
And armor though, knowing the next round's gonna be rough. I don't know.
It's a tough spot to be in.
It's a 50-50 really, isn't it?
Because I mean, Furia doesn't have nearly as much utility on this round, so especially when you're force bot, I think having that extra utility on Furia would have been really helpful to clear out positions.
I think this is the most we've seen SGs on T-side, right? This game.
Yeah, most teams haven't been running them, they've just been sticking with AKs.
And it's gonna go.
This is overtime. This is overtime.
This is it. This is what we've been looking for. A close game. DK, any leaks for the TSM? What's going on there?
I don't know, man. They've hit up everybody.
Yeah.
I don't even know what
they're like 100% coming back in. It's just nobody knows where.
Yeah, I think it's foregone conclusion at this point. They went back in. I thought maybe they'd hit Brax up since he's got no one now. Who knows who wants to play with him stuff. Because I think he technically still has a spot in EPL. I don't know if he can hold it on his own or how that works.
I mean, normally it would be Oregon, right? It's not up to the players. But there is no org behind him, and he's the sole person. I don't know, man. He's always going to be a stepping stone unless he gets on Ghost.
I know.
That is his only home. That is the only org that has basically said we're okay with not going to majors, and rightfully so. I think Steel made them realize how impactful he can. They went from quite literally one of the worst teams in Pro League. They pick up Steel, and in one season he qualifies them for first for fucking land. That's a huge turnaround in 3 months. So I think Ghost understands the value of Steel, and they're never. Unless something like drastically changes somehow, I don't think he's going anywhere, and that means that they're content with not going to a major.
Right, so let's say that tomorrow Valve come out with a statement and say that Steel is no longer banned from doing majors.
Yeah.
Realistically, how far do you think he... Just Steel, how far do you think he could go? Could he be in like a top 10 team?
Immediately.
100%.
100%.
100%.
He's the best. If he's unbanned, he's the best IGL in NA. I can very confidently say that.
Put it this way, there wouldn't be a top organization in NA that wouldn't be picking up the phone to him. I don't know what kind of contract he's got with Ghost.
I think he'd be in C9 right now, and he'd have a fucking instantly.
The thing is, as well, I think like the time in Ghost from a career perspective has been really good for him. Like it's weird, despite everything, it's like increased his stock because he's had like, you know, he's developed young talent. He's took Ghost to like nobody had any, you know, real kind of expectations for. They thought it was just like again a placeholder team. They went to, you know, they've beaten FaZe like twice. I think at by Power, right? They fucking beaten.
I mean,
RV.
they for some reason they didn't ban or they let train. Was it train both times to let that go through? But still, it was still worth. They still played extremely well.
He's turned Kusta's career around. He's turned Kusta back into a great all-rounder, and it's 100% Josh that's done that.
Yeah, thank God too, because Kusta actually a fucking as somebody that
Great
played
kid.
with Kusta
Great kid.
before. I played MM with Kusta before I even played on open team in the ECA. So yeah, when he kind of had his tumble, I was fucking sad, man.
Yo, the roughest thing of all time. The only time I've ever thought, like, you know, it ain't cool criticizing people, but, like, it does come with the territory, was that moment on E-League when Kusta had that fucking nightmare when he was at Team Liquid. And it was the first few weeks when we still had Mo on, right? And I think he'd fucked up a defuse or something. And then, obviously, like, he's got his headset off so he could hear everything Mo was saying. And Mo was going, you know how it is, bro? Like, you know, you're meant to be the star player. You can't make that kind of mistake. His team needed Kusta. And he's let them all down. And it was like, it was all true what Mo was saying. But it was like, it must have been hard to hear it literally just as you put your headset down. And you're on TV, you know.
Take your headset off. And he's fucked it. He's completely fucked it. He's ruined his life. Oh, yeah, so.
Yeah, undoubtedly, Steel, if he was unbanned, would be on a top 10 team instantly.
I think just a testament to it too is when, you know, Wardell's had offers from Cloud9 and stuff, and I think that's a testament. If you have a star player that's turning down money and offers like that, then I mean, I don't know the difference in salary or any of that stuff, but I think that's a testament to just how good of a leader he is.
Yeah, that's a real good point, man. When
your guys want to stick with you.
Yeah. When a guy like Wardell like literally says, "Why the fuck would I go to Cloud9 when I can stay here with Josh and that?" Like, yeah, I mean that's a hell of a endorsement, right?
Yeah, I was lucky enough to have him coach, and I was telling you, it was like fucking. We almost felt bad when he was coaching us because he gave us the whole fucking playbook, and we still couldn't win. Like it was, you know, competitive. People see him from his like stream perspective, and they have that viewpoint, but they have no idea what kind of competitor he is or like teammate he is within there. Like within
why is that? I always wondered why people put so much into a stream the way you are on your stream compared to the way you'd run a team. Like how I don't.
I mean, that's their only version of you that they ever see, man. Yeah, like if nobody ever sees any other part of you, then they have to assume what they have seen is how you normally are, right?
Same reason people think.
It'd be crazy actually to think the other way, you know, without somebody telling you otherwise.
That's true, I guess.
Yeah, it's the same reason people think that I'm like some fucking, you know, lunatic, you know, but you just base it on my Twitter, right? Like, where it's
no.
where I'm just arguing with fucking idiots all the time.
Later, Vinny.
Yeah.
I know the amount of time I've had a conversation with someone and they asked me about you in person. I'm like, I would say probably the nicest person I've ever honestly met. And they're like, we're talking about the same person, right?
Yeah, never believe it. They'll never believe anything nice about me because it's like they think, you know, like obviously if you fucking argue with idiots on Twitter, you must have a personality defect or some sort. It's like, no, I have to do that to stay sane. Yeah.
Well, I've said the same thing. People ask me often, like, how is Rich in real life? And I was like, he's sound as fuck. Like, no issues at all. Like, super nice, very approachable. Like, you were super generous to me as well. When I first met you, I think it was Gfinity, wasn't it?
Might have been. It's a fucking while ago now.
Yeah. And I'm just like, it's a really nice guy.
Was that the event where Sam tried to fucking drink himself to death?
Fucking hell, yeah, it was.
Down the pint of rum in your face. Sam, haven't you had enough to drink? No.
That was good, wasn't it? That'll always stick in my mind. Vince, Sam, you do realise if you keep drinking like that, you are gonna die.
I
couldn't
down
just sit
the rum.
It was unreal. I was like, fucking hell.
That's old Sam, mate. I don't go like that anymore. I've calmed right now.
But at the end of the day, like, you know, it's like I've always said, like, it sounds like a bit of a cliche, but it's like, I do consider the esports, there's obviously a lot of fucking idiots and scumbags and dirtbags in, but like the people I like and get along with, you know, it's like, it is like a family thing. Like, oh, you know, what else is there when you've worked in a business for 15 years and, you know, pretty much all your friends and people you work with all come from this like pool of people, you know. But it's like, you know, people just, once they have a preconceived notion of you based on like a limited data set, it's unbelievably difficult to get them to see you any other way. And then obviously if you piss off people that have platforms, forget about it. They spend their entire time just running fucking anti-PR for you, like, you know what I mean?
Zells is shutting the round down, mate.
Yeah, he's back. Yeah, that's true as well. See, Jerky's Minion, right? My top donator of all time to this channel, by the way. Supports by the numbers.
And everything else, yeah.
Yeah, supports by the numbers. Supported my work for years. Used to be a guy who used to snipe on me at Twitter and stuff, and we used to go back and forth. And then he came up to me at an event, and we had a drink, and then he started supporting everything that, you know, that I do and all that. So there you go. Even then... You know, and that's what I mean about, again, it's another part of the fucking social media paradigm, isn't it? It makes everybody antisocial by fucking definition because we judge each other on these, like, really small little limited windows into each other's personality and psyche. And I even think sometimes, like, I say the same stuff, like, on a stream that I would say on Twitter, but without the vocal component to it, it just reads really badly, you know? Like, you know, I'll say to Sam, like, shut up, you daft cunt. You know what I mean? But if I tweeted somebody, shut up, you daft cunt, it looks really bad, doesn't it?
Especially people that don't understand, like, British banter as well.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'll be honest, like, if I try to say some of the shit that you guys say, you know, it just comes off as so much fucking worse. You can't even, like, if you're not from the UK, or like Australians are kind of the same way. If you try to match their banter, you can't fucking do it. You just sound like an asshole.
Yeah, it's tough.
I think they're born with it.
Yeah, you have to be born with
Delivery,
it.
mate. The accent and the delivery.
No, but also as well, it's like literally you have to understand it, especially in like poor neighborhoods in like the UK. You better be able to fucking banter.
Oh yeah,
if you can't, man, they're gonna fucking. You're gonna get
You
eaten
can't be the
alive.
hardest one in the estate, mate. You got to be the funniest one. That's the only way to guarantee you're not getting your head kicked. Then.
Yeah, like literally, like I don't know a single person like growing up in like the neighborhoods I did that like basically didn't use. If you couldn't fight back, you use humor to stop getting, you know, beat. Leave him alone. He's a funny lad, you know, and you get left alone like that. You know?
I've actually heard that phrase, mate.
Yeah, like straight up.
Leave him alone, but he's fucking sound. He is.
Yeah, exactly.
I seen him down 6 pints and do a dance, but he's fucking all right.
Yeah. So I think that there's a reason why a lot of people who come from British like working class neighborhoods actually do have this ability to very quickly put jokes together and defuse situations with humor and stuff. It's like an anthropological defense mechanism, you know. Or maybe it's not that deep and we are just born as a bunch of smart-ass cunts. I don't know, like.
Another thing people are terrible at recognizing, too, is, like, if you disagree with somebody, like, on social media, they instantly assume that you hate that person.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? I thought we had to have the exact same ideology and viewpoint on every single subject, or we're pieces of shit. Fuck you, guy.
You know, I really liked that guy until he had one difference of opinion.
The amount of times I've actually had people say
Lost
that.
all
to me.
respect.
Yeah, lost all respect. It's people go, oh, that's just a meme. No, trust me. People say it and they mean it. And it's like, lost all respect. Like, they'll ask you like a really leading question as well. You don't really believe that, you know, Hillary Clinton's obviously the big topic. You don't really believe Hillary Clinton would have been a worse president. And it's like, well, I can't answer this, can I? Because if I say I do believe that, you're gonna go fucking psycho. If I say I don't believe that, you know, it's more of a nuanced question, isn't it? Because how can I know one way or the other to begin with? I've got my gut feeling about it. But people throw you these like political tidbits, and you go, yeah, actually, I feel this way, and then I've lost all respect for you. And it's like, well, fuck, man, you obviously had none for me to begin with if you're not going to let me allow a deviate just a little bit. Like, our personality shouldn't tessellate perfectly over each other, you know? And that's what people expect. And it's there in the everyday language. You get people who go, like, I don't always agree with Richard. You see that a lot. I don't always agree with Richard. As if agreement is something that's, like, actually a worthwhile virtue, and by showing I disagree with this awful person, I'm somehow superior, that I can still recognize a good quality about him. Who gives a fuck whether you agree or disagree with me? Why is that why does that define the levels on which we can discuss things? I don't care. Like, I don't want you to agree with me. I think it would be fucking creepy if you agreed with every idea in my head. But like, people
you
really
got some
want
fucked up shit going on in there. I'll be honest.
Yeah, people really want like your personality to perfectly overlap with theirs, and if it doesn't, they can't handle it, and will very often be like, well, all those are the good qualities that I, you know, waxed lyrical about. I can't do that anymore. And then the other fucked up thing they do at the end of all of that is they go, well, you changed. It's like, no,
You've changed.
No, what's happened is you've learnt something about me that you can't handle being true, and as a result of that, you completely disassociate yourself from me. So, it's really, you know, the situation we're in right now in terms of like how discourse happens and how people interact and how people discuss things. It's like, it's actually terrifying, because we're not only are we using social media and everything else to like close ourselves off into echo chambers, even outside of social media and all of that, we actually want our friends to create that echo chamber. We only want to associate with people that agree with us completely politically, hold all the same positions on things externally to politics, you know?
Oh, that escalated quickly.
Yeah, sorry, dude. I did it again, didn't it?
It's okay. Like I said, it's like when you get on a certain subject, you just have like you're like, this is it. I'm getting all this shit out, and I'm gonna feel better. And then you
I told you what I do for a living. It's therapy.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll never lie down on a shrink's couch, but yeah, there you go. There's an example, right? There was people in the chat whose names I recognized, and I know they've been like, "Oh, thanks for recommending me that movie. Good taste, good this, good that." And I'm like, "Fuck Mr. Robot. It's garbage. It's terrible writing." Well, I've lost all respect for you. I can't. I'm gonna, yeah. That DVD of that movie I really liked.
And it doesn't bother me when people say that.
Yeah, I mean, dude, like,
you still get to watch it. Like, it's not like Richard's cutting it from the fucking network. It's still there, bud.
I mean, I would if I could. No kidding.
I mean, no, you're not though. You would.
Exactly.
You would.
I'm not censorious.
Great guy, by the way, but you would totally cut the fucking show.
Yeah, and that's the other thing as well. It's like I bang on fucking furries all the time. I bang on furries all the time. I had some.
You bang furries.
Yeah, bang furries all the time. No,
careful.
Yeah, I'm always insulting furries all the time, right? Like, straight up, because, you know, let's just assess. Like, right? First of all, people go, it's not all about sex. Come on, man. The data's out there. The surveys are out there. It pretty much is all about sex. Like, it is a sexual fetish. And again, I don't mind it. You want to dress up as a fucking wolf and yiff someone in your fucking bedroom, sound. But here's the thing. I'm like a butt plug being stuck up there, but I don't wear it in the fucking back door and go out with it, do I? It's not a fetish, guys. It's a way of life, this fucking big thing hanging up my ass. Like, I wouldn't try and pull it off. So you have to understand, you do look a bit weird. I also hate the way that fucking furries can't laugh at themselves generally as a rule. Like, and there was some guy arguing with me on Twitter right now saying that mocking furries is the same as being homophobic. And I'm like, nah, never. You're definitely not born a furry. Fuck that noise. Come on. No, I'm never getting on board that train from now until the end of time. There's so much psychological data and psychological papers out there that show that fetishization of fetishes and sexual peccadillos and all that stuff. We pick it up. It's learned behavior. You're not born a fucking furry. But I've got friends who were furries. Right? And I've got people who support the stream who were furries. And people who even... There was one, Vince, we'll have to fucking go, mate. There was a geezer who tweeted at me. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Probably it's better I don't mention his name, actually. And he said, like, oh, you should come up. He's up in, like, Humberside or something. And he said, we have a fucking furry meetup every month. You should come. And it'll be banter and it'll be content. And here's the thing. I would go to something like that.
Sorry. Art just fucking deleted Tim. Continue.
What else is still?
Yeah, no, fucking...
Did the furry conversation make you all awkward? Are you all fucking secret yiffers? Are you all having a yiff?
I just have no input.
It's not one of my
no
points of interest,
this
really,
is
mate. I'm
like
not sure
one of
what
those
I can
things
add to
where
this.
Is that how it is? Is that how it is?
It's just not on
Vince
my
is
list
there.
of things that-
Fucking hell,
I'm
Rich.
just uninformed, that's all.
I'm a fucking
I don't know.
Snorlax, me, like.
I'm just- he's not even furry, man.
Documentation on fetishes, and I'm just over here like, yeah, I mean, I know what a furry is. That's about all I got.
Yeah,
bro. I
that's
don't
where
know.
I'm at.
I'm just here bumming a seagull, mate. No problem.
He's a feathery.
Fucking what? That's not even how it works. You're just abusing a bird. Like, what the fuck's that? Not even wearing.
Are you assuming my sexual fetishes, mate? That's outrageous. I've lost all respect for you and something.
Fucking hell. Fucking hell. That's wrecked me, that has.
Yeah, no, I just genuinely am not as invested in this topic. I'll be honest, Richard.
Alright, fuck you then. I tried, like.
I mean, you were fucking going off, but I got nothing, man. I don't know.
Point is, I'll still talk to them. Innit? That's what I'm just trying to say. Like, it doesn't matter. I don't go, oh, great to meet you, shake their hand, and then, like, you know, you see them in a fucking dog costume. You don't go, lost all respect for you, mate. You just go, what are you dressed up as a dog for then? You know what I mean? And get on with it, don't
I
you?
definitely would do, Alec. Why are you dressed up as a dog at? What's going on?
I honestly think, like, at least in my case, like, I would never, if I saw somebody like dressed up like that, I would never assume that they're furry first. I'd literally just like probably assume they're like a mascot.
That's what they
Like,
want you
yeah,
to
what-
assume.
That's why
Yeah,
you
I mean,
ask
no,
why
like,
you dress as
my
a dog.
first instinct would always just be like, oh, so what are you dressed up as? You know what I mean? Like,
Me?
fuck, stop it. I mean, that's like how far out of this shit I am. Like, I don't even know.
No art. Oh, no art.
Trust me,
Oh,
trust me. Furries are so fucking oversexed. Like, if you're a mascot, you don't want to be anywhere near a fucking furry. Like, be rubbing up against you, spraying you. You'd be like, look, no fucking hell, I'm just going to work at the local football ground. Stop putting your musk on me. You got to be careful, mate.
I tell you what, like, you fucking buckled me when you said that.
That's
Yiffing
what
in your
Saying,
bedroom.
man,
I
I'm just like, what the
I was just gone at that point.
That's what they do, innit? Mate, you missed it the other day, Vince. There was literally an article on New Statesman, right? This is how you know we're all fucked. Like, it was an article on New Statesman, and it said, yeah, it was, some of them are really down to earth and just nice people. And then it was like interviewing the world's wealthiest furries, the 1%. I was like, fucking hell, I need a fucking drink now. Like, fuck this.
Speaking of % will you wash that fucking costume? Stinking
Yeah,
in
those costumes do have a stink, like. They do, like, they do. It's true.
%, mate. It's just me %, mate.
But anyway, just saying.
That's a good one. What's Vince dressed up as a rat for? Don't
No.
you worry.
Out of all the animals,
Let me go
I've
see
been
this
out of the
seagull.
fetish, yes, all the animals, like. You don't see many rats in the furry fucking furry fandom.
There we go. That's a niche to fill, Vince. Get it now. Get your years out.
Obvious jokes about cheese that I'm not going to make. I've got too much class. Like, stinking dirty furries.
Yeah, I had a couple pizza jokes lined up, but they were just, you know,
Yep,
way
good.
too cheesy.
Oh, God. Go.
Oh, come on.
I'll wait.
Why is there people in your chat going from me being a rat to bumming Smooya? Why is that a thing?
What the fuck?
Smooya and Vince go at it. Look, Kick, Bot, Jelly, you need help, mate.
Mate,
Go seek help.
You don't understand. There's people who've done like fan fiction about me and Thorin, like doing Brokeback Mountain together and stuff. Like, it's mental, man. Like, people are just fucking out there, isn't it?
That's
Richard commissioned it, like, but it's like.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like.
I did pay him to write
Yeah,
it.
it did make me come, but.
Can't be arsed. End the stream.
I did have a proper yiff, but you're not a part.
I was fucking yiffing
So
out.
go,
Thorin put
Phil.
on
No,
his
I don't wanna be
wolf suit and headed for the mountain.
Here's the thing, he said, as he presented his penis.
Okay.
Yeah, it was good.
Would you look at that? He heard in the distance.
Would you look at that?
Thanks, James. Thanks watching.
They're
Thanks.
working other characters, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose, like. Oh, shit, hang on, it's nearly 2. Like, fucking already up and end this game, Cloud9.
Alright, they'll finish before you go.
I hope so, like. Gonna have to delete all of odds again, of course, like. It's another one of them.
I haven't deleted any of mine yet.
Ah, fuck. Well, again, that's your stream, like. It's your stream, your livelihood. This is just a hobby for me. I can play fast and loose.
This is
Roll the
hobby.
bones. Roll the bones.
Come on, Celtics, win this 1v2, bud. Oh, I like the movement. Oh. Oof! Oof!
Oh, is that, he's done
Big
it, I think.
oof.
Yeah,
He's got
done it.
this in
That
the bag.
Flash, that flash,
Dance,
that flash.
just dance, just dance.
Yeah, that flash.
Dance. No!
Oh.
I'm scared.
What a great series of players by Celtis. We were just saying as well, weren't we, Eric? That how good he was, and he was going to carry
Great guy.
the major.
Great
Great
guy.
guy, big fan. That's a good clutch, that is.
I was. I think, like I said,
Great
it's
movement.
just how well do you have to perform, though, to basically make yourself more valuable than the rest of the people on your roster when they need an IGL.
Mm.
You're just kind of fucked.
I'll be good when Furia go out so we can get the 7-1 spammed in the chat. Just constant corral whore.
Someone photoshopped the guy crying with the World Cup trophy to have Furia logo on it. Get that ready.
Yeah, that'll be good. Someone get the 7-1 scoreboard as well ready in the background. Like, it's mad triggering everyone. Listen, I know it's pronounced something like Corral or something, but it's never happening, is it? Like, it's fucking Corral from now on till the end of time. No.
Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it, Kater.
Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it.
Here we go. There it is.
Very nice.
2-1. Honestly,
Mate, my
called that.
my
That was
pick'ems
so
are looking all right after today. We're still in it.
Yeah, mine are banging, man. I've got my 3-0, right? My
Well, I had
03.
Cloud9 and Fury going through, so I was fucked no matter what.
I think I'm at 7 points. What are you guys at?
I got 3-0 right. I
Or
got
6
03
or
right. I got Fnatic wrong, and I got Furia wrong. All the rest are right. So I got 7 out of 9 total. Not
This guy's fucking
bad.
crushing. Mine's dog shit. I have 3 right. Wait, does that fully advance? Was that 2-2?
What do you mean?
Or was that... Did one of those...
No, yeah, the winner of that advanced, I think.
Was that, or was that...
No,
that was 1.
no, they got
Cloud9 are
Oh,
2 and
shit.
2 now.
Yeah, so...
They have
No,
to
I'm
play.
still out the woods yet.
I need Cloud9, Nip, and Tyloo to win. That's like what I'm looking at right now.
Oh. Right.
I have energy, Ents, and vitality. I need C9, Nip, or Tyloo to get through. Preferably, you know, all of them.
So it's Cloud9 Windstrike and G2 Tyloo and IPVG.
I'm set up. I can do this. I can get all of them right except for Furia. That would be huge.
So hang on. So I would need NR, right? So I got my 3-0, right? Fnatic are out.
Yeah.
Cloud9 is still in. NIP is still in.
Yep.
Ents are through. Vitality are through. And G2 are still in it, and Vanguard are through. So I've got 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's right. You didn't pick
G2 are through, or yeah, they're playing Tyloo. So
yeah, G2 are playing Tyloo. Well, they've lost, haven't they? So yeah, my pick'ems are done. But for one more glorious day, it looks like
you only need. You have 5 points. You'll have 5 points, right? That's all you need.
I just need one of those teams. Oh, is that all you need?
You only need 5 points, yeah, for the.
How many points per pick? Is it 1?
Just 1, yeah. So you need 5 out of 9.
Basically, everybody to win. I got 3 points. I need Tyloo, Nip, or C9. I need just fuck it. All of you win for the love of shit. Fuck.
All right then. Probably gonna wrap the stream up there, folks. So let's go through everything that we need to go through right at the end. So first things first, obviously there's a rivalry promotion being reset on the 19th and 20th. It's this thing called Thunderdome. You can use !Thunderdome in the chat to get more details about it. But basically, it's a free to enter pick'em, that type thing that they're doing on their site where you make predictions. You go to rivalry.gg/TDRLS. And you can win $1,000 if you get all of the picks right. And don't worry if you don't, because then it goes to like the next level down. So it's a bit of fun, free to enter, no commitment. The other thing, of course, as well, last hustle for Twitch Primes. Remember, using all of this money for a good cause. So if you've got a Twitch Prime and you want to take some money out of Jeff Bezos,